It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, August 21st, 2024, and we are coming to you live. How's everybody doing today?
Good. All right.
Got a lot of flack yesterday from people
I don't like flack. Oh, no.
saying I was sick.
You sound under the weather right now.
I don't feel under the weather. I feel delightful.
All right.
Not how that works.
I mean, there are ways to check, I guess.
Well, I found out, Galvin,
Yeah.
that we have a lot of doctors in our listening audience.
Oh, good.
None that went to medical school,
Oh, wow.
but several are experts on vaccines and whether or not you could have symptoms of something.
Sure.
Or whether or not you can have a upset tummy and still come into work and affect people.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how smart everybody is.
Yeah.
Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah, we have a very intelligent audience. I do feel a tickle in my throat.
Do you?
Yeah.
Next time I'll pull out. I don't feel a tickle in my throat. Never have. I had a nauseous belly one day, and I think it was something I ate, and I didn't feel good. And I said I didn't feel good, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're gonna get us sick," blah blah blah, and then the audience went crazy.
Joe said to me after the show that you looked sickly.
You did, Joe?
No, I did not
Why
say
would you
that.
say that to my face?
I'm Michael. You know I did
heard
not say that.
that.
Yeah.
Gio's just trying to stir the pot.
Did you not hear that?
I definitely heard him say that more than once.
Both of them.
Wow,
I disagreed, but that's what he said.
Yeah.
what a bunch of jerks.
Liars.
Sickly.
Anyway, I'm back, and I feel fantastic. So that's it. Have a great day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
You know what else is back?
What?
Pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
They got all the fall colors up at Starbucks now. It's
My app let me know
it is
early
fall.
this morning.
The fall is here.
They have a new secret menu drink too.
Yeah, there's some apple dumpling, super crispy something.
I
It is a secret menu, the iced apple crispy non-dairy cream chai.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a lot.
It's supposed
Mouthful.
to taste like apple pie.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's
in.
a tickle in your throat.
I'm gonna take a sip of my iced coffee right now.
Delicious.
Quite delicious. No spice in it.
Does it taste like fall?
No, didn't taste like it fell. I don't know at my Starbucks if I'm hey, Mike's here or Mike's here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody calls me by my name, but I don't know if it's because I'm like, hey, our favorite customer Mike is here. Jesus, Mike is here again. Like I'm somewhere in the middle, I think.
Everybody at my Starbucks calls me by your name as well. They're like, "Hey, Mike, what's up?" Like, same. I'm like, same. All right.
Can I tell you though? You know this show is progressive. We don't care about anybody's sexual history or what you want to do and what gender you want to. We couldn't care less. That store is a hub for people trying out different genders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one in particular. the
There's
one
a
that
lot
you go
going
to.
on there.
Yeah, like there's a lot of times, like you get to a window and you're like, "Welcome to Starbucks," and I take your order, and then it's a woman that delivers you the coffee. You're like, "Okay, something's going on here. Whatever it is, whatever makes you happy." But there's a lot of weird. Welcome to Starbucks. Like it's almost like the teenage years, puberty,
Right.
In that place, you when you get it on the speaker. You don't know what's going to be on the other end when you pull around. You're like, all right, hello, 7-foot German. We'll take it, whatever you got. It's quite a hodgepodge over there.
All I'm looking for is fast and efficient.
Yeah, that's I don't care if a hairless German cat handed it to me,
Yeah.
as long as it's efficient. Carmen, did you walk on your thing today?
This morning, yes, I did.
You did for how long?
I did a mile.
So I got
I
up
got a late
today
start.
and I walked to the bathroom to brush my teeth and get ready for the show.
Yeah.
And
that
I
mile?
tripped over a sneaker and I thought there's no way that I'd be able to walk a mile at this point in the morning.
Yeah. Well, and then, now that I've had it down to like a routine, it definitely helps me get my day started.
Really? You feel better afterward?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because also, because our schedules changed, like Chad can't come home like he used to be able to.
You will not come home until you win a game.
Well, so I have to feed the dogs.
Right.
And so I get up, I walk, I feed them at 4:30.
May I suggest Joe?
I'm available.
You need a video guy over there.
Yeah, apparently. So I feed him at 4:30, and then when Chad gets up, he walks them at like 5:30 before he leaves for school.
Oh, man.
So so like if I don't get up, they wake me up regardless to feed them.
Good time to eat, lady.
Exactly. So they're all excited, which today, and usually I try to walk 1.5 miles. Today I only got 1 mile because I spent a little extra time cuddling with them on the couch.
Oh. Yesterday I came home and one of my dogs, they were with the groomer. So I didn't hear, they didn't bark when I walked in, but they were here. And one of them hit me like a missile that was shot down. Hazel ran and jumped on top of me. I thought she was going to knock me over. And I realized how old people, how they fall with their pets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those things, I mean, I love it now, but in another 10 years, I'm going to be like, all right, dog, slow it down. a
Oh,
little
You're
bit."
old.
Cowboy is a bowling ball.
You're old and you get hit with your dog or your cat or whatever, and then you fall down, and then they don't get fed for a couple days, and then they go,
Yep.
let me just taste.
When I lick him, he's delicious. Mabel does this thing. I sit there on the couch and she comes over and she just stares at me with those sad eyes. And sometimes I just don't want to be bothered. And then she takes her paw and puts it on my arm, and I go, "Okay, I'll hold your hand for a little while."
My
Next
wife
thing we're
does
just
that
well,
all the
your
time.
wife does that to
Yeah,
you?
she looks at me with sad eyes
Yeah.
and tries to hold my hand.
My wife has had COVID and she's over it now, and she's really annoying. Like, she needs to get out of the house and do some stuff because she's driving me nuts with her mood swings. And also, Carmen, she needs to get into the hair thing and get her roots taken care of.
Oh my God, rude.
No,
Yeah.
I
Maybe she wants to be a little bit more natural.
No.
Leave her alone.
Please,
And
I know
listen,
my
guy
wife.
with no hair. You would go get to comment on people's hair.
I just got a haircut. Thank you very much.
Is that
Thank
what you're
you.
calling it?
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
okay. Man, I just got a text from Spanish, and immediately I thought it was my wife, and I went, "Oh my God, why is she up and listening?"
Oh no.
We were driving the other day, and I go, look how blonde my hair is on my arms. And my wife goes, gray. And I go, it's not gray, it's blonde. I go, there's completely different, whatever. And she goes, I think it's gray. And I go, really? Stop dyeing your hair, see what happens. All right.
Battle of the sexes.
Our wives are so lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, listen.
I married Burger Guy.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I say to my wife, must be nice? And she goes, yeah, it is.
I said something to her yesterday.
To my wife or your
No,
wife?
no. To my wife, she was unpacking something, and I go, "You're welcome for this life that I've afforded you." And she looked at me with the dirtiest look, and I was like, "I'm kidding. You have a master's degree." I was just, leave me alone.
I did say that it was National Radio Day the other day.
Yeah, me too. I said I got butt stuff.
We were out having some barbecue, and I go, let's take a moment and recognize the fact that radio got us all this delicious
That's
barbecue.
right. That's right.
Afford us this life.
I was at the softball thing, and I leaned over and I looked around, and I went, "Do you think these people know it's National Radio Day?" Because nobody said anything to me.
Yeah. I'm here, everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Don't-
high-fived me.
Don't all look at once.
If you want to line up, however you want to do it.
Yeah,
Just-
whatever.
Single file, please.
I'll
If you
hug
guys
them.
are wondering what's happening for National Radio Day, after the show, we all went over to Mason Dixon's house because it's bigger.
Yeah.
And Bill Conley was there, and Fast Eddie, and all the guys at Radio in Tampa. We all gathered with Jack Harris.
We all stood around microphones with
Yeah.
our one headphone on.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And then announced our names.
Yeah.
Said thank you to Marconi, and then we left.
It was beautiful.
We do it every year.
Yeah. We all
Joe
plugged
did
them.
not turn his microphone on.
No,
I
never
did
does.
not.
Never
But I
does.
did stand in front of it.
I forgot.
Do you know that there's a different awards in Tampa than Best of the Bay? There's Best of the Best.
Oh.
WeatherTight Windows won Best of the Best for Windows, and I went, "Oh, congratulations to those guys!" I think that's nice that they did that. They're a great company, and WeatherTight Mike's a great guy. Best of the Best.
Yeah, I actually won an award last year for you're the best around. No,
Yeah,
Best of the best. That sounds better than best of the Bay.
yeah.
right, because you're the best of the best.
I mean,
Right.
the Bay is just the area. You
Yeah.
know, best of the best is the best. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's also you're going against the best.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you can be best of the Bay. You know, this guy's terrible. This guy's terrible. Whatever. I'm the best of this area right here.
I was all for Best of the Bay. I was so proud to have won for so many years and all that stuff, and then stupid Josh Melton ruined it for everybody, and now made it realize that any moron who has a bunch of fake email addresses could win. And that's it.
Yeah.
So it means nothing now. Although I have to tell you, if a restaurant won Best of the Bay and I didn't know about it, I'd go, "How do I not know about that restaurant?"
Yeah.
I follow some girl No, I don't even follow her. She came up in my thing. She's it was like a best of Tampa or something or about Tampa, and it was a kind of good looking girl, and she was like, "Okay, let me tell you about these restaurants in Tampa and what they mean." She's like, "If he takes you to this place."
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You
She's
see
like-
her?
Yeah, she's blonde, but
Yeah.
she goes, This is what it says about the guy if he takes you to these places on your first date."
Right, but then
And-
Dummy
yeah.
had never been to any of the restaurants, so how is she gonna know?
Well, she didn't go to 2 of them, which were the most expensive ones.
She's like, "I've never been to Burns." Okay, well then you don't know. Then a guy has never clearly cared enough to take you to Burns.
Yeah.
And she's like, and I've never been to Ocean Prime. Come on, Ocean Prime has been there probably half our age, as long as she's been alive. And then her favorite was Olivia, and I commented, I said, "You just put out easy to please vibes. If Olivia is your favorite restaurant, not that it's a bad restaurant.
My God.
It's not that it's a bad restaurant. It's just that but I mean, she's putting us
Do the
out there like
research.
she's an expert.
Yeah, do the research if you're
Yeah.
going to comment on it.
I mean, she said it. She's like, she didn't even put Roca up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's never even seen Frankie's Chop House. I mean, this girl, I wouldn't take her up there.
She does not have the refined palate that we do.
Yeah, damn right.
Not only that, but she's trying to judge guys
Yeah.
based on what it
And
means.
you're
if you
judging her.
But what I'm saying is
She
that
judged first.
Yeah.
She judged
That's
first.
right.
She started
That's
it.
We're judging her judging.
Yeah.
Okay.
He who judges, judges last.
Yeah.
She failed as a judge.
Yeah.
I know what that's like.
No,
Every day.
I don't consider you a failure, Joe. You're faced with many challenges.
Thank you, Michael. I
Even though you
appreciate
tried to steal a victory from me yesterday.
By the way, thank you to everyone. And when I say everyone, I believe everyone that listens to this show.
Yeah.
Email,
Yeah.
direct message, tweeted, did everything. And I appreciate it because they're like,
That
hey,
they count at home?
they counted
They
home.
play the home version.
Yeah. We're
Well,
in
they
the-
have to.
We're in the thick of it. We're in the middle of it. So we try to have one person keep score.
Well,
And that doesn't seem to work
Yeah.
out real well, but
today it can go up on the TV screen.
Oh, Joe doesn't want
No
to.
way. He does not.
He doesn't want to.
Yeah,
I know he doesn't want to.
Joe said that could not be done.
I'm saying
It was
I
not
cannot
possible.
do it.
Impossible.
I
I did it in a matter of seconds.
don't. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
What are you hiding, Joe?
I'm not hiding anything.
What do you got on your phone?
What are you hiding?
How often do you look down at the score and it hasn't changed for minutes, and then you just randomly go in and add points to
Look,
people?
man.
I don't
One
recall.
here,
I
take
don't-
one away here.
Seems like he got a
I
couple of
don't
that one.
recall.
Geo,
any
give me
situation
side eye.
like that.
-2.
I can't remember anything like that.
By the halfway point is when he has to fix it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, man.
You could see it on his face, like
Yeah.
you pointed out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just know that if there's an argument between two people at some point, that person who doesn't get it is losing a point.
Yeah, for
next
sure.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Okay.
And the make 'em ups will come.
Yeah, there's always a makeup up.
I gotta have the make 'em
That's
up.
right.
Carmen, who's calling us so early in the morning?
1 second.
Oh, I mean, I can answer it. I thought maybe you knew.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Doing
Let's find
stuff.
out.
Yeah, 30
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. My name is Kim, and I sent a DM to Carmen yesterday because I came across this soap that from Amazon that this lady was using to clean all of her son's sports stuff.
Is this
Right.
Jerky Boys?
It looks amazing, and I tried to get in touch with Carmen, but she doesn't answer.
Carmen,
I
why
put
are you answer this lady?
Why are you big timing her?
Yeah.
I am not. I can tell you I have 15, actually 20 unread messages, which means
Oh,
Big
you're
time.
so
All right,
popular.
yeah.
which means I have
She's
more.
verified.
Yeah.
She's verified.
This lady's trying to help you with your dirty kids' clothes.
Yeah, and listen, when I get to it, I get to it. I'm doing
Wow.
Yeah, I'm doing other stuff.
I'm on Carmen's
Ma'am,
side.
I'm sorry you tried to help Carmen and she's too busy to help.
Oh, because you read all
your
your DMs.
every
you know
one
how,
of them.
you know how many DMs I get? Tell Mike I sent him a DM and he never responded.
I don't
can you
believe that.
Can you
I
tell
don't even
Mike?
do kids' laundry, so
Can
shut
you
up.
tell Mike about this turtle that I
Ma'am.
saw that he
Ma'am,
liked?
she will get to your DM
Yes.
at her
Thank
leisure
you.
and respond
No,
to you.
I
Thank
do
you.
appreciate it. Thank you. When I get to it, I will
Wow.
get to
We've created a monster.
Just
Not-
send Carmen a self-addressed stamped envelope and she will give you an 8x10
it though.
autograph.
Listen, yesterday I spent the day trying to figure out how to make baked spaghetti for 40+ players, and I have to.
And while it was cooking, you couldn't just answer your DMs.
I haven't cooked it yet. I was doing the math and doing this and stuff. I have to go do it all today because the dinner's tonight.
Yes,
Baked
hello.
spaghetti.
I sent a message to Con.
Yeah.
And my
It's in
shoes, so I have them.
I put it on the social medias.
I mean, that lady not only did, she got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to tell you about
To
it.
call me, yes, and I appreciate it again.
I don't think you do appreciate it. I think you were like,
I
I'm too
hate
busy
you so much.
making spaghetti.
You are the worst human possible.
Boil water and throw the sticks in.
Again, I can't boil pasta for 40 people.
What do
That's
you
why
do?
I have to bake it.
What do you do? So you just put it in the oven and it
I would not take you to Ocean Prime.
Yeah, I don't want to go with you. I don't want to go anywhere with any of you.
You're going to Olivia all day long.
you sound like a Muppet when you get mad.
That's fine. Listen, I spend the day trying to find the best recipes, the easiest recipes to be able to do this. So yes, you bake it in the oven.
Well, can you explain to me? I'm being serious now. Like spaghetti,
Yes.
you put it in there without boiling it.
Without boiling it. Yes, this is no boil baked.
Yeah, they
Spaghetti.
have pasta. Like they do that with lasagna noodles where they have
Lasagna, yeah.
Yeah, but they do it with spaghetti and pasta. It's all the same.
So
well, it's
what,
just hard for me to understand because spaghetti is so straight.
so what the ratio is you take like a baking dish or like a casserole dish and you do 1 pound of pasta with 1 jar of sauce and 1 jar of water. So you fill your the sauce jar with water
Got
and then
it.
you put that in.
So it
And
does boil it in essence.
So you're steaming it basically.
Yeah.
Yes. But
Holy.
exactly. So I had to figure out, and then I had to try and figure out how much
You know
pasta.
why you should make it here? I got 2 ovens.
Can I please? Because I'm gonna have to make 2 different batches.
You don't
and
want to come to this den of germs.
and then I was gonna try and make a cake that looked like a football field, which I might have to hold off on that.
Wouldn't it be great if you had to cancel the whole Chamberlain season because you baked the pasta here in my house?
Yeah, and everybody
got sick, yeah.
Well, so that was the other thing. So instead of doing it with ground meat, I think I'm going to do kielbasa. That way I don't have to worry about cooking it and making sure that it's fully cooked. You know what I mean? But that way
you
they
give
get
the kids
protein.
raw meat and you poison them.
Yeah.
So because that was the other thing, because otherwise I was going to have to cook the meat separately on the stove and then add it. But because of the pan and the size and how much I was going to have to do, I was going to have to cook like 4 batches of meat.
What about
So-
meatballs? Sometimes they have the meatballs already
Right,
pre-cooked.
that's too expensive.
Oh,
so
my
I
God.
still, so
I gave that morning show a chance again. Some girl was bitching about having to cook for 60 kids and cooking meat on one stove and the other.
I'm not bitching about it. I'm saying yesterday I spent the day to make sure I can do it efficiently, and that way I'm not wasting a bunch of time today trying
How
to do
much
it.
are meatballs?
So you can get a 5-pound bag at Sam's Club for around $15-$20, but I would need 2 of those. So that's $40 just in meat. And now you got to think about the price of pasta sauce and everything else that goes with it.
I'll buy you the meatballs.
Listen, either do it or don't do it. Stop complaining about it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I figured kielbasa. That way I don't. And then on top of that, I'd have to cook the meatballs. So I need another.
I'll
pan
buy
to
you the
cook
meatballs. Just go buy
meatballs.
bags of meatballs. I'll give you the money.
Well, I appreciate it, and thank you. Yeah, I will. You know,
That's
because
easier.
Right, but it's easier. But again, like I said, I'm trying to do this efficiently and affordably.
Well, it's
so
up to you. You let me know.
I will.
It's much more affordable if Mike buys them for you.
Exactly, 100%. So I will take that.
I'm not ready to call Gershie's and be like, can you make 40 pounds of pasta?
Yeah, but like I said, and I want to be able to do this because I also want to share this with other teen moms that are doing the same thing that I'm doing.
God, what have you turned
look at
into?
you.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't like the name Teen Mom, but we can't come up with anything better.
Like teen
So
grandma.
She stopped dyeing her hair. Now she
Yeah.
refers to herself as Teen Mom.
Oh,
She's
man.
good.
I don't.
Are you getting a
Busy
minivan
does.
anytime soon?
I walk on this thing every morning so that I could eat that ice cream at night.
Yeah.
I love ice cream
Oh,
now.
You know, Mama loves her wine. Now put some more ice cubes in it.
First off, it's been over a month. I haven't drank.
Oh,
Still going strong, baby.
watch out.
So that's the other part of this. I have a lot
Weird.
more.
I had a drink more recently than you.
Yeah.
That's rare.
I've had a lot more energy and time to be able to do this, so that's helping me keep my focus and continue not to drink at night.
Do you guys want to hear something funny? Don't get mad, Galvin. Let me finish because it has a payoff. I had a dream about this girl last night, and I was kissing her ear. And I woke myself up kissing my CPAP machine. It was in my lips. I went, Oh, that's so funny.
It's like planes, trains, automobiles.
Yeah.
In bed together.
It's not a pillow.
Yeah.
Never saw it.
Oh, it's so good.
And everybody says that, but I start to watch it and I go,
Really? Oh man, it's one of the all-time great comedies.
I don't know how you get away from it.
Yeah.
Around Thanksgiving time, like I don't know how you can't see it.
everywhere.
It's so
I know.
funny.
I'll watch
I've
it
never
this
seen
year.
it.
I'll watch it this year. You want to watch it together?
It's great, Carmen.
Yes.
It is not in high def, but you would love it.
Yeah.
You'd love
Are
it.
you sure?
Yes.
It's very funny.
Yes.
Okay.
They
I trust
remastered
Galvin.
it. Yeah.
It is literally every buddy movie stems from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like
gotcha.
fat guy, skinny guy,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
going
The
road
original
trip.
Step Brothers, if you will.
Yeah.
The original Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
You know,
The original, like literally
It's
everything.
so good.
You can't watch things in HD, and I always roll my eyes when you say that. And then last night I tried to watch Mike Tyson and Riddick Bowe.
Yeah.
Not in HD, and I went,
Yeah.
oh, this is difficult to watch.
It hurts.
Isn't that crazy
Yeah.
that we met both of them?
Wow. Riddick Bowe?
Yeah, Riddick
Oh,
Bowe
he was in the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, he was way fatter when we met him.
Yeah, but still, you know.
That's right. Oh, he did a good job against Tyson, too.
Yeah.
I mean, they were in like 6 rounds.
Listen, Riddick Bowe was a great champ, but he just wasn't, I don't think he was motivated enough. And that's
Yeah.
why he got fat. And remember, he threw his belt in the trash because they wanted, there was all the politics with the stuff. You have to fight this person because you have the belt. And if you don't, you have to relinquish the belt and all this
Yeah.
stuff. Riddick Bowe was great, though.
I forgot about Riddick Bowe. He was here in
Big
Tampa.
dude, yeah.
I remember when I shook his hand, he
Yeah.
squeezed it so hard, I thought he broke my hand.
But also, his hand is like the size
It's
of a
huge.
pillow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
But I
I
mean-
said to him, I made a joke about him, like I was insulting him and made a joke, and he got a little. I remember he kind of was like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "I'm just kidding, Riddick Bowe.
Yeah.
I don't want to get punched by fat Riddick Bowe either."
I thanked him. I like to thank people for entertaining me. Like
Yeah.
he, you know, put his body and face and everything on the line so we could
Yeah.
watch him fight Mike Tyson and fight all these different guys. But yeah, he was great.
It was a good fight because my memory of Mike Tyson fights from those days were 2 rounds and out. Mike Tyson knocked out.
Majority of them were, yeah.
Right, but then you watch that Riddick Bowe fight, and they went. I don't remember what the final round was. I fell asleep. But, I mean, they were 6 or 7 rounds, and they were throwing punches back and forth. It wasn't, and he knocked him down early. And Riddick Bowe came, like he knocked him out. He dazed him, and he got up, and he was a little bit loopy, and he fought his way back into it. So it was good. That and the Drew Carey show I can't watch because that's not in HD either, and I love that show, but it's just too hard to watch. It's like blurry almost. You're right, Carmen. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Let's get this show moving this morning because we got a lot of moving parts. We got the open letter rewind coming up this morning. We've got Brian Knobs is going to join us on the show. Martine Grammatical will be here on the show. We've got Cody Tucker, as we do every Thursday, and a surprise visit from Dom because Dom couldn't do it on Tuesday because he had court. So a lot of things
stuff.
happening on
Lots
the
of
program.
stuff.
Squeezing a lot of stuff in between 8 and 9 o'clock. So
Plus, Carmen has to respond to all the DMs.
yeah. Well, she's making meatballs at the same
I will
time.
do that
We're all the team
right
moms.
now.
Everybody that emailed Galvin yesterday, what they email you about?
Sporkle.
Yeah.
The Sporkle controversy. Also emailed me to tell me Titus O'Neil spelled booty wrong in his commercial. But I listened this morning and I didn't hear him spell booty. Does he spell booty? Because I guess you have to use keyword booty, and he spelled it B-O-T-T-Y instead of B-O-O-T-Y. Just to show you how dumb that guy is. But I didn't hear it today. So if you hear it, please don't tell me about it anymore. I'm well aware and couldn't give a flying F less. I care about it to make fun of Titus because he's so goddamn perfect that if he can find a flaw, you got to expose it.
Guy sent me DM'd me a link from Facebook.
You read your DM?
Yeah, I read my DMs. Yeah. I'm not verified.
Yeah.
But he said, this is for Mike. And I go, you should send it to Mike.
Yeah. What was it?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't have Facebook. I can't. Open
Oh, it was on yeah. That's the other thing. In this day and age, if you send me a link to something, I'm not pressing on.
Yeah.
I don't.
Virus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's the thing. And most of you people out there are trying to harm me in some way anyway. So, no, seriously, like if you send me a link, especially if it's on Facebook, then I have to log into Facebook. Then I think when I'm logging in, you're getting my password.
Yeah.
I just want. I'm not going to do it. I'm just telling you now. It's not that I don't appreciate it. Just save yourself the time.
Hey, you want to see this picture? Just put your bank account number here and your mother's maiden name.
Yeah. I mean, it
it's
depends
worth
how
it.
hot
It's a
is
good
she,
picture.
though.
It's a
Yeah.
good picture.
Let me know.
It's what's his name? Jose's wife.
All right.
All right, which Jose sent me a bunch more pictures of her.
Oh,
She looks
yeah.
none naked or anything like that.
Boo.
All right, when we come back, we got Sporkle. Carmen will tell you what we have to give away. Look, is there a portal that just opened in the sky? What is that, Spanish?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen
yeah.
that one yet.
Where is it? Does it say at the top?
No, it didn't say that. It just said the person on X that sent that photo.
Ooh.
That was a cool little smoke ring. That's what it looked like.
Man, with AI, I don't believe anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Did you see? I don't know if this is old or new, but did you see there was a guy that said he opened a portal in his hotel room using sound with the speakers?
No.
Yeah, it was
Where did
pretty,
he go?
It was really weird. Yeah, so that he disappeared. Nobody can find him. He's been missing for
Then how
over
do we
a year.
know what he did?
Well, he posted that video, and then he had a follow-up video showing people how you could use different sound frequencies to affect, gravity around you.
Right.
And then he's been gone for over a year.
Oh, well, hey, I hope he's in a good spot.
Yeah.
I just want to open a portal with that guy that goes and does the siren noises, the different sirens. Have you seen that guy? I love that guy.
Hey, do you remember Superman 2? Definitely not in HD.
Superman 2 was which one?
The one where the Zod,
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Is it the one where Lois Lane falls at Niagara Falls and he catches her?
that is Superman 2, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Although, I watched an alternative to Superman 2 last night. Instead of falling in Niagara Falls, she jumps in Niagara Falls so that Clark will be forced to save her and prove that he's Superman. In this one, she didn't fall into the fall. She shot him with a bullet, and it bounced off him. And that's when he knew he had been caught, because she shot him with a bullet. Then, what do you recall about the three criminals, Zod and the other two?
They were trapped in what looked like a mirror, and
But
they were
what did
spinning through outer
they
space.
reface in history?
Oh,
the Mount Rushmore.
yeah.
In this one, it was the Washington Monument.
What?
It was an entirely different movie that I watched last night.
Really?
Yeah, because and in the president, Jackie Cooper plays the president, or no, Jackie Cooper's the editor. Whoever the president goes, millions of man hours to make, they defaced it in seconds. That's what they said about Mount Rushmore. And then the Washington Monument, they broke it off and it fell into and they were like, millions of hours to make. And I went, oh my God, it's the same line, different. I was blown away.
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect.
Yeah.
No, I just remember the movie.
Isn't there like a Richard Donner cut or something that's
Probably.
the director did his own version?
Maybe, I mean, I definitely saw a different version than I did when I was a kid.
Yeah, I feel like I had read an article about that.
It was crazy, but I got to tell you, the one thing that holds up in all those movies is Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor.
In late 2006, a new version of Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut. Yeah. So that's what you were watching.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, it stunk either way. No, I'll tell you what, Zod was one of the best. That guy who
Great
played
villain.
Zod in the first one is one of the best ever because he's so cocky.
Isn't
Kneel
that
before Zod.
Terrence
Stamp.
Yeah, he's great.
These special effects from the Christopher Reeves.
It's hard.
Oh,
They,
it's
don't-
so hard.
they do not hold up.
He can only fly this way.
Yeah, and a little turn.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. Carmen will tell you what we have to give away as we play Sporkle next on 102.5 The Bone. Carmen, what do we have to give away today for Sporkle?
Okay, so we have a bunch of stuff. We have tickets for Imagine Dragons,
Mm-hmm.
Yngwie Malmsteen, Stone Temple Pilots, Jane's Addiction, Better Than Ezra, and
Gross.
Imposters of Rock.
Oh,
Rock.
I thought you were going to say that stupid Incubus.
Better Than Ezra is like best of the best.
What do you mean?
They're better than all other Ezras.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You won't find a better Ezra
Right.
than that. I like those guys. I've interviewed them before. They're nice guys, and I don't know what they've been doing the last 20 years.
I went to see them play when I was up in Fort Walton.
Were they opening
playing
for Dishwalla?
No, they were actually they were headlining. They were out there, and a other band named Convoy opened for them, who were great and wound up being like Louis XIV was, kind of a break off of what they did. But anyways, Better Than Ezra was not happy with the crowd not filling the club, so they did not go on.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Convoy went on. Convoy was great, and then we were hanging out with them, and we took them to a strip club. We were
What
like,
did
all right,
that Ezra
all right.
say? We only got half the people we wanted, so we're not going to perform?
Yeah, they said they're not going on.
They didn't get paid?
Because we were talking to the band, and they were like, I don't think they're going to go on. They said it's not full enough, whatever, so they're not going to go on. And I'm like,
And they don't get their money?
I mean, we're here. I don't know. I don't know how that happens, what happens with
Oh,
them.
that's weird.
I mean, I know whenever I used to book bands and do that stuff, yeah, there's no way you're getting paid.
No.
I have the contract. If you don't perform, and if you don't perform for the entire time, you don't get paid
Wow.
either. If you
Well, I know
wanna-
a lot of bands only have like a 6-song rule.
Yeah.
Like they have to have 6 songs done before it's considered a...
Right. It's kind of like boxing, once after 4 rounds, then it's a considered a.
We went to see
band.
Vince Neil play at the Ice Palace, and they not only halved it, they quartered it. It was barely it was just some folding chairs in the corner of the arena, and he was so drunk that he came out late and he fell off the stage. And made him stay up there until he did his 3 songs. Then he left, and then the band just played without him for a while.
He played up in Destin at a place that is now called Club LA. It was called Yesterdays, which is not a good place to go if you're playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a place called Yesterdays.
An old band playing
Right.
Yesterdays. Yeah,
But he was playing there, Vince Neil solo, and started late, and then came out and was yelling at people because it wasn't packed and stuff. And I go, "Hey Vince, we're here.
yeah. Don't yell at the people that are there.
You want to go outside and yell at people? Go outside. And yell. We came to see you. You know, don't be mad at us. Sorry that other people didn't come. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's annoying. Fox 13 is showing this great video of moms beating each other up at the bus stop.
Oh, Carmen, get in on that.
Carmen, that is good stuff.
Team Mom.
Yeah.
Do not want to do that.
Yeah.
I did a live video from Carline yesterday because I was so bored. I got there early and I was like, I don't know what to do. And then the cop came over and started yelling at one of the other kids because he was driving too fast.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I got this on tape.
I saw a report that said over 1,000 cars were caught illegally passing by buses
Oh, sure.
when they're stopped because they put cameras on it, and they said over 1,000 cars in the first week of school.
Well, they have over here by me, they have a 20-mile-an-hour school zone, and that cop just sits there and picks people off all afternoon.
I got a ticket for passing a school bus one
You
time.
did?
Yeah.
Scumbag.
What a douche.
No, it was on. It was on US 19 where it was stopped.
And you have a bunch of lanes. You don't know whether or not you should pass
and
it
so
or
I
not.
just and right away when I pass it, I realized instantly. I'm like, oh my gosh, what have I done? And he pulls me over. I go, I know. I go, I'm a scumbag. I go,
What did he say? Was he a dick or was he cool?
no, he's like, yeah, man, you can't do that. You got to pay attention. I go, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I go, the minute it happened, I realized what I did, and
I don't ever apologize.
I was like
to the cop.
I was like 3 lanes over too on US 19, and it was pulling off to the side.
Yeah,
You know?
That's-
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you do have to pay attention. If you're not paying attention,
Yeah,
you
I
don't-
knew right away what I'm like. Oh my gosh, I couldn't stop.
So what if the bus is in front of you? Do you stop then?
Yes.
If it's facing you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Oh,
I forget
yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no,
if
you
they
have to
don't
stop
put their
both
little
sides.
stop thing out, sometimes I'm like, am I supposed to stop? I don't
Yeah.
remember. So,
Yeah.
If there's a median, do you also have to stop? If it's on
No.
the other side?
No,
No,
ma-
I
No,
don't
right?
think so.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
do?
what?
No, yes, you do have to stop. If a bus is stopped, you have to stop. If-
Yeah, I think so.
Even
Yeah.
if there's a
Glove
median.
fits, you must have quit.
Yes, because the median, because you can still
Yeah, the kids
cross
have to
the
cross,
road.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
It was a very expensive ticket, which it should be.
Yeah.
yes,
It was. I think-
anything with schools.
It
It's
was.
as if they don't want you to do that.
Yeah, it was well over. It was almost like $300, I think.
Joe's on fire today. All right, we got stuff to give away. Let's do it right now with a little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper.
Is the score up?
We're waiting. Carmen.
Okay.
He doesn't know how to
Wow. I mean, you've only had like 15 minutes.
I'm ready.
He's so. No, you're not.
We don't see the score.
Come on. Really?
Yes.
do it. What do you mean? Come on,
We
really?
talked about this for 2 days now.
I love how we're the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, forget about it.
I told you.
What are we playing today, Carmen?
It's 2 buttons.
The video guy doesn't know.
Video guy.
Doesn't know how to airplay something.
No,
With your phone.
I can have my daughter come over. She knows how to do it.
Good. Have her come over and judge Sporkle.
What are we playing, Carmen?
All right. Today we're going to do biography famous A's. Okay. So you're going to give me the person, their last name starts with an A. Okay. I'm going to give you a little biography hint, and you're going to give me a person.
All
All
right.
right. Last names, just last names, fine.
Just last name is fine.
All right.
Correct. All right. Your first one. She is best known for her hit songs and dancing in the 1990s and for judging American
Aguilera.
Idol.
Abdul.
Yeah.
I knew that.
I jumped it. I jumped the gun.
Mike Calta. Best known for penning Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf and The Zoo Story. Best known for penning Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf and The Zoo Story.
We don't know books.
Ashcroft.
Aguilera.
I know. As soon as you say it, we're gonna go. Yep.
Yeah, don't give it to me. Edward Albee.
No.
Nope.
Yep.
He is an American actor best known for his role as George Costanza.
Alexander.
Galvin. He is an American comedian, filmmaker, and author who directed and starred in 2 of his most famous films, Annie
Alan?
Hall,
Alan. Oh. Yeah.
Geo. He was a military leader and president of Uganda. Mike Calta. He was a Danish storyteller who wrote many books and plays, but he is best known and loved for his innovative fairy tales.
Aesop.
It's a good guess.
It was Fables, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
No, this is
Danish storyteller, best known for
Arthur
fairy tales.
Anderson.
Mike Calta. She was a poet and the author of the critically acclaimed I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings.
Angelou.
Galvin and Pap.
Here
We
we
are
go.
halfway there.
Geo is having 1. Spanish
What?
has 0, yes.
Oh, we're gonna just go.
Jeez.
Galvin has 2, and Michael is your leader right now by 1. He's winning with 3.
You sure?
Everyone okay with that score?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I
I
don't-
mean, I'm winning.
I thought Mike had 2.
Yeah.
I
That's
had
3.
more than 2.
You got Anderson. You got Abdul, and you got what was the other one?
Yeah.
There was one before that. No, I know. I can't remember which one it was.
I guess.
Do
Nobody.
you want to go over them?
I don't know. I can't see the board from here.
Abdul, Elby, Alexander, Alan, Amin,
that was the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anderson.
There we go.
Okay. Your next one. She is an Oscar and Tony Award winning actress
Alan.
and singer famous for her roles in The Sound of Music and Mary Poppins. Mike
I
Calta.
went with Debbie Allen.
He was the first and currently only African American tennis player to win
Ash.
the men's. Mike Calta.
Are you playing Spanish?
No, yeah, I can't think of any A names.
I can think of one to call you.
I mean, I know it.
That's mean. That's
I know it.
aggressive.
You beat me to that joke.
Yeah.
He was a U.S. artist and naturalist who is known
Audubon.
for Mike Calta. He was president of the Palestinian Authority, chairman of the
Arafat.
Mike Calta.
I'm sitting here going,
Better known as Stone Cold,
Austin.
Austin.
Mike Calta. He is a comedic actor and writer who is most famous for his role in the classic sitcom Mr. Bean.
Atkinson.
Galvin. He is a professional cyclist who won the Tour de
Armstrong.
France. Galvin. And Pap. We're on the last 3.
Spanish is still having 0. Geo with a single solitary point. Galvin with 4. And doubling that, Michael is your leader. He's winning with 8.
I heard a
Are we
pause
sure?
and then a
A
stutter.
pause and a stutter.
I
Yeah.
don't,
go
I'm not
through.
keeping score.
But
I mean, he did go on a run there.
Yes. All right. Last 3 A people.
I don't feel good about this.
He was a Greek philosopher.
Ace.
Aristotle.
Oh.
Galvin.
Ace Ventura.
She helped provoke the popular unrest that led to the French Revolution. And
Antoinette.
Mike Calta. And your last one. She is best known for her connection to the mysterious disappearance of her daughter, Kaylee.
Anthony.
Geo.
Still hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
God.
kid?
No.
Oh,
Failing
The
Anthony.
kid was really hot.
Yeah.
Casey.
Casey. That's what I said. That's,
You
what I
You
meant.
said the daughter's name. That is.
That's what I said. Tight.
Your final score, Spanish with 0, Geo with 2, Galvin with 5, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 9.
I doubled your score, which means the rule is back.
No, that's not what it means.
Well, that is 2 in a row. Happy about that.
Congratulations, Michael.
Thank you.
Good job, Joe. You gave Michael 2 in a row.
Yeah,
You didn't do nothing, Joe.
he never does.
Galvin should have won yesterday.
What, Galvin?
Yeah, Galvin should have won yesterday.
Why?
Because there was the one that Joe goes, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, then we did a runoff.
Yeah, but Galvin would have
There
had
wouldn't
that
have
point.
been a
Stop it.
runoff.
Yeah, he missed a point.
Yeah.
And then he
Remember, there was no
faked and
point?
paused.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of different things.
I'm just giving this prize away. Good morning. Who is this? Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, it's Chris.
Oh, hello. That is one hell of a voice you got, sir.
Happy National Radio Day.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
What do you do
It's
for
a
a
weekend,
living?
boys.
What do you do for a living?
Work for Publix.
You missed out. You missed out on the voiceovers.
Maybe he does the call out.
You should talk to Publix about doing a commercial for them. Best,
That'd be great.
best subs in the business. Hold on, sir. Carmen will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
He should just pick up the PA thing and go, come check out my meat.
Yeah.
Look at my meat.
Speaking of meat, I'm going to try and make some meat this weekend.
Hell
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Pork torpedo.
No,
Football's
I want to
coming up.
brisket it up. Yeah, try
Yeah,
and
you
get
gotta
ready.
get it dialed in for football.
For sure. I got that. I used the rec tech. I brought the rec tec back in. Joe couldn't do
Joe
it.
tried to take it.
No.
Still,
I did
Piece
what I
by
could.
piece.
I had to start bringing it back. It took a long time.
you Shawshanked Mike's text,
Yep.
sneaking it out.
He just goes in his backyard under the pergola and shakes out his pant.
Like bolts and pieces fall out.
Part of a
Joe,
handle. There's a knob.
did I leave my bass at your house? Do you
No.
know?
No, but I do have a bass over there if you need one.
Yeah, I have a couple here. I just can't find the one that I normally play. What
No,
the
I
hell did
pawned,
do
I
with
pawned that a long time ago.
what do we have coming up in news, Galvin?
Coming up in news today, Dad Rock, Mike's Nightmare,
Whoa.
and the return of the Gabagool.
Hey, we've got still on the show to come today. Dom will be here in the
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock hour to take your legal calls. Cody Tucker will join us at 8 o'clock. Knobs will join us at 9 o'clock. Martin Grammatical will join us at 9:15. We got a full show today. It's the Mike Calta Show. News is next on 102.5 The Bone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
I got some breaking news.
Oh,
I'm
what you got?
starving.
Yeah?
Oh, my God. I can't do anything about it.
A little breakfast?
Just I don't know.
No? Nothing?
I don't know what I can eat and can't eat, and I'm just like,
Did Joe get you a protein shake?
he did not. That's why.
One of his
I'm missing
jobs.
out.
I was throwing out the garbage.
Joe, that is not a job of yours. That is just in your travels.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm aware of my.
Don't listen to these people.
I don't listen.
What we have right now is
That
humming like
means
a
you're
well.
Yeah, we know.
not getting paid for it. Still do it.
Yep.
How do you know what he's getting paid for?
He tells me. I do his
You
finances.
tell him?
Galvin's my accountant.
Yeah.
He
Galvin owns
he
his
my-
house.
Yeah, he owns
Yeah.
my house.
What if you guys found out I was paying Joe an extra $100 a week just
Wouldn't
for
be
the side
shocked.
jobs?
All right.
Joe, tell him.
We'd be shocked.
All right, I admit it. $100 a week.
Thank you.
No one believes you.
No, I know.
It's not true. What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. If you hear my voice, you're probably near a Pelt Shoes right now. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. You can stop in there, check out the complimentary 3D foot scan. It is pretty cool. You just stand on it, and it gives you all the exact measurements for your foot, tells you what shoe probably going to fit you the best. And, of course, right now, back to school time. If your kids are back to school, they probably need some new shoes, whether it be athletic stuff or just some new styles that they want. Well, they have the perfect fit in both size and style right there at Pelt Shoes. Stop into a Pelt's today. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you. So this is big. Oprah Winfrey has defended childless cat ladies as she enthusiastically endorsed Kamala Harris in her first ever convention speech. One of the most famous women in America, in the world,
In the world.
yeah, who has no children and a notable love of cats, urged the country to choose decency over nonsense in a star-studded night at the Democratic convention.
Easy for you to say, billionaire.
Yeah, on stage in Chicago, Winfrey focused on a message of unity while still criticizing Vance for his insults to women who do not submit to the ideas of, quote, traditional families.
I don't submit to ideas of traditional families either. I don't. But that doesn't mean I'm voting for
Yeah.
Coach
Nachos.
Wells and Waltz and whatever his name is. And
Did anybody see any clips of Oprah? at the end, she goes, Kamala Harris. I'm
Sorry,
like, oh, no.
You gotta do it.
My wife said something to me yesterday. We were talking about this. She just casually said something was on TV, and she casually came in. And she goes, I just can't vote for Trump. And I go, well, I'm not trying to convince you to. I said, but I don't know what you think you're getting when you vote for these two. And I go, explain to me why you think it'll be better. And she went on her little thing and blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay. I said, I understand what you're saying, and I disagree with you. I think for the greater good of the country, whether you like the guy or not, he'd be a better president for the country. He's done it before. And we didn't agree, and we didn't fight over anything. And then my wife casually goes, I don't understand. So how did we determine that she was going to be president? And I go, that's right. No, nobody voted for her.
Yeah.
They just decided she was going to be president, and everybody accepts that.
Yep.
Everybody accepts that. She ran. She got anointed and then was unopposed, and they went right into the convention. And all of a sudden,
She ran for president on her own, didn't
lost.
get any delegates, did not get one, and then became vice president after calling the guy who became president racist, and then said, we did it, Joe, and then she became vice president. So they said, who are we going to have replace this guy because he's too old and out of it and stuff? And they go, well, she's already vice president, so we'll make her president, and everybody get behind her, and everybody did, and now she's going to be president.
Democracy,
That's the
where
machine.
people get to vote for who they want.
Other than him appearing at the convention, we hadn't seen the president since. So basically, she is president now.
By the way, somebody put out a tweet from Biden that it said, it was Elon Musk. He goes, this was literally a month ago. Get this straight. I am not dropping out. I'm the president, and I'm going to be president and all this, that, and everything. Yeah, but I mean, he put it out there. Like, just lie. Just straight up lie. Here's what it is. Yep. By the way, I saw a commercial the other day, and I may not get all the facts straight, but it's the gist of it and stuff. It is a lady talking to camera, and she is saying about how so-and-so, whatever the guy's name is, hit me with a car and then got out and smashed my skull with a hammer and blah, blah, blah. And the reason he was out of jail from a previous conviction was because of Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
She doesn't care about me. She doesn't care about you, all this, that, whatever. Yeah. So
there was literally a portrait made of her, and it's all the men that she left in prison for basically for free work for prison.
Oh, yeah.
And she held them in there for longer than their sentencing because it was money
cheap
for
labor.
the prison.
Yeah, cheap labor. And she had other stuff where she would not turn over stuff that a guy who was innocent could get out of prison, and she would not turn over the stuff until they had to.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Listen, as a guy who fully supports free labor on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I got no problem with that.
Independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is expected to suspend his campaign tomorrow at an event in Arizona. There are current talks between Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump's team and Kennedy's orbit for the independent candidate to endorse the former president and appear at Trump's Phoenix area rally that same night.
Weird is that I wouldn't have expected that. I wouldn't have expected him to endorse Trump. I know he would. I don't know. I thought he'd be leaning more towards the Democrats.
He's a good guy.
They say he wants a cabinet position if Trump wins.
Yeah. Somebody
Think
said
easier to get there.
Yeah. So
somebody
that gives
said
him.
Trump said that he's going to be able to mow the White House lawn, and he's all over him.
Joe, tell him those duties aren't bad to have.
They're not. They're fantastic.
I feel like
What is
I feel like
happening?
this is elder abuse.
Yeah.
What?
Tell him, Joe. Tell him right
I
now.
am telling them.
Tell him that you like it here and you like
love
taking
it.
out my trash
Love
and
everything
cleaning
about
up after my dog.
I think he's figuring if I can get on I'm not going to win this time. I'm
Right.
nowhere near
No.
going to win. So if I can get on Trump's cabinet, Trump's going to be gone in 3 years,
Right.
and then I can run again. And now I've got experience.
Yeah.
I was
In
in
the
the Trump
White House,
administration.
yeah.
I think that's the play.
You think somebody's going to give him an operation to fix those vocal cords before the
Maybe.
next round? Because he'll never be president like that.
Yeah, because if he helps Trump this time, then Trump goes, "Hey, you helped me, so now let's
Yeah.
make this guy. I'm gonna be your president."
No, never going to happen.
Maybe vice president.
Same way you're never going to have a President Huckabee. Just never going to happen.
She's too angry.
Yeah.
Some big news. We talked about it earlier. The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks today. This is the earliest they have brought it back. The old record was August 24th. Today is August 22nd, so beating it by 2 days. They are
I
also
wonder why a Thursday.
I'm sure they did research where that's the big day, you know.
Yeah.
They also have a new secret menu item people can order. It is the Ice Apple Crisp Non-Dairy Cream Chai. It is supposed to taste like apple pie.
I saw that.
A lot of words.
Yeah, I was gonna say too many words, too many ingredients.
That's one of those ones you wrote me right in. Get me a non-dairy apple mocha crisp jubilee.
Right.
I'm just saying the words that you're repeating to me, and I have no idea. Hey, when do we turn the clocks back?
That's a good question.
Is it October?
It's like in October, I believe.
Yeah, I love that. I love when it gets dark early.
No, I don't. I like that as much daylight as possible.
Well, me, I like it when it gets dark early, and I like a little chill in there.
It's the first Sunday of November.
November
3rd.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, I forgot. I'm not doing it this year.
By the way, you can just order this. Say, give me a IACNCC.
No.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Well, I mean, they got
I don't trust that.
Give me a HNI.
No.
That's how you get banned from Starbucks.
I would imagine that thing's going to have a mocha crisp name. Give me the Venti mocha crisp or something.
Yeah.
It'll have a.
Give me one of them ice apples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember at Christmas time they have the oat milk sugar cookie iced vanilla latte.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one that my wife is like. Give me a brown sugar shaken
That's a
oat milk
good one.
espresso. It's delicious, but it's too many words.
So my sister-in-law sent us over some of those crumble cookies.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really amazing. And they're big. They're huge. And I was going over to my vet the other day and I brought them some cookies. They have different kind of. They had an Olivia Rodrigo cookie.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's like chocolate and strawberry, and it looks like a sandwich. They had waffle cookies that look like a waffle with a pat of butter on it, but it's not butter. It's like a cream thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And then a little thing of syrup that you pour on it and eat it.
And they swap them out all the time. Like there's some cookies are only available for like limited time, and people go nuts over them because they go viral.
Yeah, I was very boomer when I went in there. I go, this is my first time here. How do I do this? Whatever, but you just order right there, but they show you the selection of cookies they have that day. So there's whatever, 6 or 7 of them, and you can go through and go, all right, let me get 2 of those and 4 of those.
I did that yesterday at Aldi. I'm still surprised by Aldi. I walk in there.
Love
Aldi
it.
looks like the back of a Publix.
Yeah.
Like it's in the, if you keep going through the doors that you're not supposed to walk in Publix, you walk in the back, it becomes Aldi. That's what I feel like. And I splurged for the bag yesterday. Carmen.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I had-
Someone's rich.
I had 4 boxes of burritos, 2 mineral waters, and a watermelon, a little thing of watermelon. And I went, this will fit perfectly in this bag instead of carrying out like a hobo.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know about this, but I just discovered a new dessert at Publix. The glazed croissants. Have you seen this? They're mini croissants that they
I'm
glaze.
too fat to walk to that section.
Yeah, their bakery.
Yeah.
Their bakery is pretty intense.
Oh my god, they're so good.
You know who their King Baker was? Moose.
Moose.
Moose, seriously,
sense.
Moose used to be the baker at Publix.
Perfect. Yeah, they're deadly. They're delicious. I bought 2 boxes and I crushed them in about 15 minutes.
Well, and what sucks is the Publix that I go to, the bakery, is the first thing that
Yeah?
you walk into.
Oh, they
so
want you
you
to
have
smell
to
it.
walk. Oh my God, you have to walk through it
Yeah.
to get anywhere else. And it is just like, I have to close my eyes and just run.
Hope for the best.
You were
Yeah.
saying about Aldi's looks like the back of Publix. That's why I love Big Lots. Big Lots looks like they just brought a truck in and just dumped it.
Just take
Go
it
there.
everywhere.
Do
Yep.
it. There
Yep.
it is. Hey, we going to stock shelves? No, just dump it right
Yep.
here in the middle of the floor.
Yep.
They can figure it out.
What do you have? I got a whole bunch of SpaghettiOs and a couch. All right, just leave it right here.
I got
Big
a
Lots.
catcher's mitt and a box of beans. I don't know.
That's really weird. That's what Big Lots is like, man.
For some reason,
my God.
jelly beans too.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about this? A St. Petersburg man turned $5 into $1 million after claiming the top prize from the Florida lottery. Charles Kelly Jr., 53 years old, claimed $1 million, the top prize from the $5 Gold Rush Doubler scratch-off game on Tuesday. He chose to receive the winnings in the one-time lump sum payment of $685,000.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah, that's a nice little boost.
Send us a pizza.
Right in time for, he's 53, retire in the next, 10, 15 years, whatever, and have that nice little money in the bank.
Well, and like I know they've done this study that tells us that like taking the lump sum is better than doing it over time, but I feel like this may be a trick that the lottery is doing to us. You know what I mean? They're like, no, take the lump sum.
We've saved billions by tricking everybody.
Carmen, so here's the deal: is it depends on your age, and
Right.
it depends on whether you can leave it to somebody. Because there's some, if you die, it's done. It doesn't
Right.
go to your heirs or anything like that. But if you're, 22 years old and you want to take installments and stuff, and if anything happens to you, you can pass it on to a loved one or whatever. That's fine. But usually, it's just better to take the lump sum.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if you have that kind of money coming in, then what you do is you borrow against it. So
Right,
why
exactly.
bother? Just take the lump sum and live off the interest.
Yeah.
Like I said, I get it, and I know there's studies, but I just feel like the lottery's getting another thing over on
Hey, on a
us.
side note, Carmen, we're not going to pay you a salary anymore. We're going to
Okay.
get, instead of paying you the $200,000 a year that you make, we're just
Wait
gonna
a minute.
Well, we're going to give you 75 up front.
No.
No, I would take that. Anyway, Moose checked in, assistant bakery manager.
All right.
Then this guy started taking him to the Rocket Club too much, and I think that's why he lost his job. No, we were spending late night. We were the most undrinking nerds at Rocket Club shows, and then Moose would go straight to work. He'd drop me off and go to work. Yep.
Gotta
Could've
bake
been-
the bread.
Could have been a baker.
No.
It ruined his life.
Still be a baker. I'd back Moose's bakery if it was open up.
He's not fat enough anymore.
No, but that's
He lost all the weight.
That's true. You
Can't be a baker if you're skinny. Nobody wants a skinny
skinny
croissant.
bitch baker.
Yeah. Damn it!
Damn it! Damn it, bakeries.
Grabs the hot pan. Damn it!
Can I tell you I did that last night?
Grabbed a hot pan. Oh.
I made salmon and I took it out of the oven I was holding a towel around the oven, around the tray. I put it down on the stove and I got one of those little flippy flip things to scoop it off.
Spatula.
And I just grabbed the tray while I was doing the spatula. Stupid.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Nope.
That'll do it. A man was arrested when he refused to leave a plane, and at the time, he was bleeding from a hair transplant.
Oh.
So his head was bleeding on the plane. They told him to get off. He said no. He said he didn't have any fresh bandages to clean up the wound or anything, so it wasn't his fault. By the way, the woman that he was with also got kicked off the plane. There is him, and his head is bleeding.
Oh, his whole head is bleeding.
He looks like a zombie.
Coming back
That's
from
gross.
Turkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if he's sitting next to Spanish and he's picking his face the whole
Oh,
time?
that's not good. If I'm bleeding from it, you don't want that.
I don't want that.
It looks like David Cross from Arrested Development when he got the hair transplants. Oh, that is rough. Are they still doing it that way?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I
But
got
they-
like a tattoo.
Yeah, they should have bandaged him up though before he left.
Well, I bet they did, but you have to change it daily.
Right, yeah.
You know, so I bet he didn't purchase it or whatever.
Like any normal person would go, I get it. I'm bleeding. People don't want to be around a guy who's bleeding from the head. I'll
Right.
get off the plane and figure something out, whatever. This guy, nope, I'm going to stay here.
I'm staying.
Mike, here comes your nightmare. You
All
ready
right.
for this?
Yes.
A Thai man was bitten on his testicles by a 12-foot python
Told you.
when he sat on the toilet.
Told you.
So he wound up beating the serpent to death with a toilet brush, leaving the bathroom splattered in blood. There is pictures and video on Bone TV. Thanat
Oh, no.
Thaknawanan, I'm sure that's probably pronounced
Yeah, you
properly.
nailed it.
Felt a sharp pain after he took a seat. So he reached down and grabbed the snake by the neck and tried to rip it off his privates.
oh.
He said, I felt something biting my testicles. It was very painful, so I put my hand in the toilet to see what was wrong. I was shocked when I grabbed a snake. When the snake didn't budge, he grabbed a toilet brush and began beating it in the head.
Beating it off his nuts? Or
Yeah.
it had already let go of his nuts?
beating it so that it would open its fangs and release, and then he could get away. Yeah.
Residually, he was probably hitting himself also.
well,
I
he's
imagine.
hitting it,
Sure.
and it's got the teeth in, and it's pulling, I'm sure, yeah.
They say you don't bring a toilet brush to a snake fight.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Not at all.
Who says that?
Man. Also, did he already go? Like, was there
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
stuff? And,
Oh, you're dealing with poop and fangs and balls?
yeah. It's a lot. What would you say the third most common language in Florida is after English and Spanish? So you have English and Spanish, that's obvious. What do you think the third most common language in Florida is?
Creole.
Creole. You say Creole.
Well, it's funny. I was going to say something Haitian like that because
There's a lot of Haitians in
Miami and stuff, yeah. All right. Any other guesses?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we could just spout out languages, but I'm trying to. There's English, Spanish. And
No, I can stop you. You're right. Creole.
Yeah.
Haitian Creole.
Mhm.
Not,
Yeah.
Cajun. Different one, whatever. But I have a whole map here of different ones. What do you think Texas, most common after English and Spanish?
Texas.
All of these are after English and Spanish. What would you say is the most common in Texas?
Redneck.
No.
Oh, that's not
Still English.
Oh, sorry.
Texas would have.
You're going to be blown away.
French,
No.
Portuguesa.
German.
No.
Italian,
Vietnamese.
What?
Yeah, Vietnamese.
Oh,
I
okay.
am blown away.
Arizona and New Mexico, Navajo, makes sense. California, after English and Spanish, California, third most popular language,
Mandarin.
Chinese.
Chinese, yeah.
Yeah. What about Nevada?
Again, I would go Indian.
Right? Navajo?
So
No.
something of the Asian descent.
Oh.
Not Vietnamese,
Hi?
but Vietnamese.
No.
No.
Korean.
Not Vietnamese, not Korean.
Chinese.
Tagalog. Filipino.
Oh, that's cool.
What is it called?
Tagalog.
Tagalog?
Yeah.
I love those Girl Scout cookies.
In Oregon, it is Russia. Idaho, Wyoming, and Montana, German. Let's see what's some of the other one. Iowa, Arabic. Illinois.
Oh, yeah. We'll hide out here. Nobody will ever see us in Iowa.
Illinois, you can probably guess.
Polish.
Yes, Polish. Wisconsin,
Not
Oh,
Polish.
cheese.
German.
Yeah.
German in Wisconsin, yeah.
Fond
Wait.
du lac.
We said Russian is in Oregon?
Oregon, Russian, yeah.
They sneak in through Alaska.
Dude.
Washington, Chinese. Georgia, Korean. North Carolina, French. Pennsylvania, Chinese.
What about New York? Does it say?
New York, it does. I think
saying
so.
all the
New York is
hodgepodge
Chinese
over
as well.
there are Chinese.
Pennsylvania, New York are both Chinese, and then it looks like up in like Vermont area is French.
I fully
ooh.
support wall hop and Chinese in
Yeah.
New York.
Let me look at this because I have never heard of this language before.
Oh, a tag along.
And I'm looking at this. Okay, so it's a type of Chinese. Oh, is it Hmong? Okay. That is. Hold on, sorry. I've got to go back to this.
Is New York where they have all the secret Chinese police stations?
Yep.
No, they're in every state.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mostly.
Minnesota.
But mostly New York, though, I
Yeah.
thought.
Minnesota, Hmong. Hmong.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hmong.
Yeah, that's Minnesota.
I wonder how many of those places which their language is Chinese are right next to military bases.
I would love to hear.
Chinese is Washington, California, Kansas.
I would love to hear Jesse Ventura address the Hmong people.
Oh.
I actually think I fought some of you guys before when I was a Navy SEAL.
That's my favorite.
I strangled a Hmong guy with my feather boa. I live in a shack.
Where does he? I forget where he lives
He's
now.
in Mexico. In the,
Oh, yeah.
Baja.
Baja. That's what
I live in Baja.
It's Jesse Ventura and Shark in Mexico.
Two guys. I met a little guy one time.
Yeah.
Helped me get in touch with my feelings.
Sad weirdos.
Down
Shark, are
in
you still on the radio? Do you talk with that other little boy? You guys talk about your feelings and stuff?
So all those different languages, People Magazine put together a list of actors that can speak another language besides English. Some of the different people: Ben Affleck can speak Spanish. Jodie Foster can speak French and Italian. I don't know how much.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Ben
assuming
Affleck could speak
fluent. I'm assuming these people are all fluent in this. I know Chris Pratt German because I've heard him speak German
Really?
and be on a German talk show and actually be interviewed in German. Yeah, so
John Cena.
John Cena, yeah,
Chinese.
yeah. Margot Robbie, Australian Sign Language.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I saw her do that on a red carpet. Somebody was signing, and she started
That's
signing
cool.
back and stuff.
Mike Calta. Espanol.
Yeah. See.
Un poquito.
No.
A little.
See.
Sí.
See.
Yo hablo español.
Enchilada.
Muy bien.
You understand Spanish pretty good?
No, I speak it very good.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Let's see some of the other one. Charlize Theron, Afrikaans.
Afrikaans is a fun language to listen to.
Wild to listen to. Yeah.
Afrikaans.
Sandra Bullock, German. Matt Damon, Spanish. Bradley Cooper, French.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
He can do anything.
Jack Talk Thai. Jack Talk Thai. Real well.
Oh no! Stop.
We talked about this before. I guess they have this 2 times a year for some reason. It's National Tooth Fairy Day again, so they celebrate it twice a year. We had talked about
upper
it before.
teeth and lower teeth.
Maybe
Yes.
that's what it is. Back in February, we talked about the average price per tooth is how much?
Yeah,
$20.
It's $20.
I'm in the $20 business.
Yeah, I'm in the
$5.
The average price for normal humans.
I mean, I
What
used
do
to
you
get
think?
$1 when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say $5.
It is dropped
$10.
Dropped the first time in 5 years. It's down to $5.84.
You drop it, you leave it for your kid, and then the next day they're like, I only got $1. And I go, listen, Biden has really let the system down.
The problem would happen to me was it would be like 11:30 at night.
You don't have any cash.
All we had was like a $20 bill. We're like, what am I gonna do? She's gonna be upset. Like, just give her the 20.
I had to go to the store.
Just put an apple under there or something.
My wife would make me go to the store. I go, why do I have to go to the store? We have to get her a surprise and the thing. This is ridiculous. Why are we building this up? Figure it out.
Yeah, just go. Yeah, your tooth fell out. Nothing happens.
Yeah, well, you're lucky you're still alive. That's
You don't
what I
want
told her.
some person that comes in and collects teeth to come in your room. Get out of here. It's weird.
You know what she said that to me, Juliana. She's like, I never believed in the tooth fairy. I go, why? And she's like, that there's some woman who comes in the middle of the night and steals your teeth and keeps kids' teeth and makes a house out of them. I go, that's what she does with them. I didn't even know that part of the
Have
story.
you ever seen the picture that said, what if the tooth fairy looked like this? And it's like a person all dressed in like white spandex and their whole head is made of teeth.
Oh.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's frightening. You don't want that in your room at night.
She got me so good last night. My daughter and I were arguing, and she was a little bit tired, so she got like a little pissy about it. And Amanda sat down, and she sat on her lap, and she was like kind of fake crying. Not crying, but like, he's just being mean to me. I go, oh, shut up. I'm not being mean to you. And she's like, you shut up. And we went back and forth. And because it was like half serious, half joke. And Amanda goes, can you both just stop? And I was like, fine. I looked at her, and I go, when Amanda wasn't looking, and she looked at Amanda, and Amanda wasn't looking, she looked at me, and she goes, bitch. I was like, all right, I got you. I got you. How many daughters you have?
2.
Yeah, I cannot have more than one.
Yeah.
I'd smack them together like a banger.
We talked about this, well, kind of similar stuff to this earlier this week whenever you were saying about what would you say the best American rock band is.
Yeah.
So this has come up. What would you say are the best Gen X dad rock bands? Okay. So Gen X, which we are, Gen X, loudwire.com, crunch the numbers, put them together. They have the big four. The big four that you would put, like they had the thrash big four. What was the big four you would put together for the Gen X dad rock bands?
I don't really know where, like, for who I would like. Is that what you're saying? Like, that's a Gen X?
Yeah, we're Gen X.
So I would say Pearl Jam is on the list.
No.
Oh, well then,
Leonard
terrible
Skinner.
list.
No.
Nirvana.
Much more mainstream rock big bands.
Bruce
Van
Springsteen.
Halen.
Van Halen is in there.
Okay.
The Eagles.
No.
Motley Crue.
No.
This is the suspect list.
No, this is a very obvious list. All four of these make complete
Guns N'
sense.
Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Van Halen, Guns N' Roses.
Metallica.
Who else would you say?
I would definitely say Metallica.
No. Metallica's more metal. This is rock.
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Van Halen,
Spanish
Guns N'
is
Roses,
crushing you guys.
Aerosmith. Yeah.
And like straight up
Creed,
rock.
Arms Wide Open.
No, straight up
Rolling
rock.
Stones.
You're going to hear it.
AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Oh,
Aerosmith, AC/DC, Van Halen, Guns N' Roses. That is dad rock, Gen X. Now, for boomers, so older than us.
Can I just tell you, Joey said something to me the other day, and it was more disappointing than if he had said to me, Dad, I'm in love with another man. I mean, I would support it, but I would be disappointed. And he looked at me and he goes, we were listening to rock, and he goes, I just can't get into rock. And my heart fell. Just went through my chest.
What?
Yeah, he just doesn't like any rock music at all.
That's
Sad.
weird.
Anyway, sorry, boomer list?
Boomer list.
No,
So
that
this
is
is
who?
for older.
Jimi Hendrix.
No.
The Eagles.
Yes.
Pink Floyd.
Steve
No.
Miller Band.
Fleetwood Mac.
No.
Led Zeppelin. Yep.
There you go.
Rolling Stones.
Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones, Eagles, and did somebody say the Beatles?
No.
The Beatles, of course.
Yeah.
So Beatles, Eagles, Zeppelin, and Stones.
All right.
What about Daryl Hall and John Oates?
That's the full name. That's the full name. Get it right.
Joe.
Yeah, I think I agree with those lists, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I mean, they're
Aerosmith,
the core
AC/DC,
four.
Van Halen, Guns N' Roses. Yeah. Like, I think if you go to a rock concert, you're going to hear those bands before the band play. When they're just playing music in the background, you're going to hear those bands.
All bands are derivative of those bands.
Yeah. And then,
Oh, there you go.
And Beatles, Eagles, Zeppelin, Stones. It works. Richard Simmons, his cause of death was ruled accidental and due to complications from a recent fall and heart disease. Toxicology tests were negative except for prescription drugs that Richard was taking. So,
Okay.
I don't know whatever
Just
he was taking.
old, weird.
They just
He died of old, weird.
Yeah.
Don't fall when you're old because
No.
that'll take you out.
Yeah, for sure.
Are your kids terrified? I know I brought this up before, but I'm learning more about it. Are your kids terrified of Tiny Tim as well? Tiptoe through the tulips?
I don't think so.
That, hey, if I have Juliana come in here to bring me something, can we all break into Tiptoe through the tulips?
Yeah.
Sure.
It'll scare the hell out of her.
That's a very creepy song and a very creepy man.
Creepy man, but the song, why is it? But it is, but why?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
way he sings it all falsetto, it's weird. It's just,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
but
like
it's so
Right.
docile.
I know, and it's supposed to be like a loving, right? Like,
I guess.
Well, he did die singing it, right?
He
yeah, he
did,
had a heart
yeah.
attack. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
that's
that's
the
creepy.
thing that Juliana told me that she read that he died while singing it. I go,
Yeah.
yeah, that doesn't make it scarier. He was 150 and he was fat and ugly and he died on stage.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, how old was he?
What was his name?
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim. I think he was
He was
no,
in his
like
80s.
no, I thought like 70.
I don't think so.
And he was like tall and skinny.
He
I
was
thought.
64.
Yeah, he was young,
He
Yeah.
looked weird.
and he
Yes.
was tall and skinny. Like he was
He used
just
to be
weird looking.
Fat.
Like
He used to
weird
be
hair,
tall
though.
and fat. He had a
It's all
weird
stringy.
nose. And
He was odd shaped.
Yeah.
He looked like somebody took the penguin and stretched him out. He did.
Yeah,
Does, dude.
yeah.
100%.
Hey, she's going to come in here. I should have bring me a protein shake.
He's got a weird look for sure.
Weird. He's like Tim Burton's creature came to life.
Yes, 100%.
Suffered a heart attack at a ukulele festival.
Yeah.
How about this?
Wiped his butt with paper towels only.
Oh my god.
That's true.
Oh what?
Yeah, wiped his butt with paper towels only, would not use toilet paper.
That's why he died.
Wasteful.
HBO has announced that Wise Guy, David Chase, and The Sopranos, a two-part documentary, will be airing on Saturday, September 7th. The two installments will air consecutively beginning at 8 p.m. and be available to stream on Max.
What is it?
It's a documentary about
The
the
Sopranos?
Sopranos and making The Sopranos and all this stuff, yeah.
Yeah, David Chase is nothing but a letdown. He let us down with the finale of that show. He let us down with the stupid other. What was that
Saints
thing
of
of
Newark?
Saints of Newark?
Saints of Newark,
Yeah, he blew his
You
load
tried.
early.
You tried your hardest to like that. and it
I
just
watched it
didn't-
like 5 times.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Remember how excited we were with the
Oh,
idea of
so
going
excited.
into it?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't Juliana bring it? Oh, we wanted to sing "Tiptoe to the Tulips" there.
You ruined it, Amanda. You ruined it.
Tiptoe to the tulips. Get out, woman. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Just took your job, Joe.
It's all right.
I didn't even really want it.
I'm
She
upset
doesn't
about
get
it.
$100. What else do we have? Let's see. I don't like this. I don't like that. I want to be in your movie, and then he's in the movie. Adam Sandler says his 2 teenage daughters look out for his health and want him to eat like a normal person and stuff. He also talked about that Travis Kelce will likely be in Happy Gilmore too.
I don't have a problem with that. It's probably it's going to be out. Can I make a prediction? It's Travis Kelce's going to be in the Pro-Am like Bob Barker is, and he's going to beat up Travis.
That'll
Kelce.
be cool.
yeah.
Do we think
It's
that
gonna be awful.
It's going to be any good?
He says that he and Tim Hurley wrote this, and he goes, "We've been writing our asses off." He goes, because people would always ask me, "Is there going to be a Happy Gilmore 2?" And he goes, "No, I don't want to let everybody down."
Yeah.
And he goes, "I don't want to." He said, "But this is really funny and it's really good." So we'll see.
Comedy sequels are they're very
And-
rarely any good.
The first
And
one
also-
wasn't that great.
It was funny.
It was all right.
I mean, And based on his like recent movies,
Yeah.
all the ones that he's put out on Netflix have been awful.
Now
I like the detective one with him and Jennifer Aniston.
I didn't see that.
I thought it was all right. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy.
What was it? The Two Missies. That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
That was, but I don't think he wasn't even produced that.
He
wasn't, was he even in it?
No,
I
it was
don't think
David
so.
Yeah, it was Spade.
It was a Madison production.
And that girl is
She's
hilarious.
Fantastic.
She is so weird.
The wrong
And then
Missy.
his wife is in it.
Yes, of course. You got to force her on us.
All right, let's put yourself in that position.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, sorry, honey.
There's no way you're going to tell Jenny no if she wants to be in. If you're as biggest star that you just made $100 million from Netflix, and she's like, I want to be in your movie.
Yeah, and you
Why
just,
does she sound like him?
yeah.
No, you know what you do? You marry somebody who doesn't want to be in your movies.
Oh.
Yeah, but you just made out with Salma Hayek for like 10 years in a row
Yeah,
because of all the movies you did with
Oh,
her.
I'm sorry. While you're driving your Ferrari and you take a jet to wherever you want to go, is that bothering you? Because I can stop doing it and not have $800 million.
I
Like
love
the-
that negotiation.
Yeah.
Like- His last best movies were not comedies. Like that Hustle movie was pretty good, which
Uncut
wasn't
Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Great.
I didn't like it, but
Women
everyone
don't
else.
like it. Women don't
Yeah.
like it.
Was
But
Hustle the one where he was like the NBA agent?
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
That was very
That's,
good.
that's what I'm saying. But his those were his last like good movies, and they weren't funny.
Did you guys see Spanglish at all with him? I thought that was really
All
good.
right.
Did you see that, Carmen?
No, I have not.
I think you like that one.
I don't trust your opinion.
No.
Your
Yes.
opinion is not in HD.
That's fair. That's fair. It's hurtful, but fair.
Mike Calta, you are a big fan of Billy Joel.
Love Billy Joel.
Now, you have probably heard this theory before, but it's making the rounds again.
All right.
Does Billy Joel's Piano Man take place in a gay bar? Have you heard that before
I
or
have
no?
not heard this before.
So that's a theory. It's been kicking around the internet for several years. The main argument centers on this lyric. Now, Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. And he's talking with Davey, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. The theory is that's a hookup in progress between two men who never had time for a wife
Well, that doesn't mean it's
and
gay
the guys
bar.
in the Navy. Well, that's what the theory is. And there's been that stereotype about sailors. There's also the fact that regulars at the bar ask the piano player, quote, "Man, what are you doing here?" as if he's out of place because he's straight. Of course, the most logical reading of that line is that he's too good to be, playing piano in some dive bar or something.
When I was a kid, the line is they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and
Yeah.
say, "Man, what are you doing here?" When I was a kid, I thought they were putting literal bread in his jar.
That's how you eat? That's-
Well, he was saying
oh.
he stinks.
Instead
What
of
are
money?
you doing
Yeah.
here? You stink. Yeah. No, I don't believe in knowing Billy Joel in his history of working in bars like that. I don't think that, but I see why it would come up.
Billy Joel heard the take on it, and he says it's very funny. He also said, quote, "I could see how that could be, but as far as Paul not having a wife, Billy's intention with the line was that Paul was too busy writing his novel to find romance."
Sure.
Yeah, and then there's like his songs are very literal. He'll tell you exactly what it is. Scenes from an Italian restaurant. He in concert says this goes out to whatever restaurant. Like he remembers the restaurant he was in when he wrote that song, when he thought of that song.
That's
And so he's one of those guys. Do you know there's a line about Richard Lewis? Now he gives them a stand-up routine in L.A. That's about Richard Lewis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. That was. I found that out right after he died.
Is that My Life?
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Is it called My Life? Or Your Life? Or whatever it's called?
It's my life. Yeah, that's my life.
Okay.
Took me a second.
That's a good song.
Billy Joel is playing down in the Hard Rock at Hollywood for 2 nights in December, and I'd love to go to that, but it's too far away to figure out during Christmas vacation what's going on and all that, but it would be awesome.
This seems like a good fit. WNBA rookie Angel Reese has signed an endorsement deal with
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Candy.
Yeah, there you go.
Caitlin Clark Bar. Let's get it going. Bring it back. Let's go. Who else do we have?
Will Spanish eat one of those during the show yet?
Paydays. So good.
Asia Wilson tennis rackets. She's a WNBA player. The name works.
Asia Wilson's not my
Wilson
friend
basketball.
today.
How about that?
She
She did not. She did not cover the over.
She did not cover the over.
Yeah.
Are you getting in on the W?
You know, I got a tip yesterday.
Nice.
It did not work out.
Tip let me down.
Yeah.
It's all
Maybe
right.
pumping the brakes on the WNBA. Maybe pulling back from
Wait.
betting on
Not
everything.
betting, just WNBA.
Yeah.
Take a break. Football is going to be back this weekend.
I
and
wish
then-
I knew anything about college football.
Yeah, this is week 0, so there's only a couple of games, and then
Yeah.
next week is the first full slate.
FSU play this weekend?
Yes.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
And then finally in news, what are the top rock riffs of all time? Like the guitar part, the rock riff. UltimateClassicRock.com put it together. I have the top 10 here of the best rock riff. Like you hear it and you're like, yeah, this I'm in.
I
for
know
this.
mine.
Dun-dun-dun.
What do you got?
Long cool woman in a black dress.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs. Yeah.
No,
Mm,
that is not that is not in the top
Highway
10.
to Hell.
No.
For those
you're-
about to rock.
Oh, Back in Black.
Yeah,
That's
Back
what I
in Black
meant. Sorry.
comes in at number 5.
Walk This Way.
Walk This Way, great. Not in the top 10 according to Classic Rock. Yeah.
What about Sweet Child O' Mine?
Sweet Child of Mine started out as a finger exercise, wound up being a hit song. No, not in there.
What about Sweet Home Alabama?
No. God, you're dying for some Leonard Skinner,
No,
aren't you?
I mean that's a very recognizable.
You
opening
suck,
lick.
Joe.
Why you wear your hair like them?
All right.
Think of huge riffs. Think of big riffs. What do we got? What do we got?
No. Start me up.
Yeah.
Not that song, but Rolling Stone comes in at number 1 with a different song.
Brown Sugar.
No.
Jumpin' Jack Flat.
No. Well, is that part of that?
Satisfaction.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's Satisfaction.
Yeah.
I can't get no satisfaction.
I don't like that.
But how it starts. What are some of the other ones? You're missing some big ones here.
Oh, that song, yeah.
Limp Bizkit Break Stuff.
No.
Yeah.
What? Oh.
Not in the top 10. One of the most iconic riffs comes in at number 10. Should be higher on this list, I believe. Crazy Train.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
What about
Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit comes to number 6.
all right?
What else you got?
Led Zeppelin, Black Dog,
No.
Rock and Roll.
Cashmere.
No.
Oh, man.
Come on. The riff.
The riff more than rock and roll?
Yes.
Tangerine.
I'm going to punch you in the face.
Throw the P block on him. Yeah, what is that?
Whole Lot of
P. Diddy.
Love.
P. Diddy. isn't it?
Oh, no. He ruined Cashmere.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of love. Whole Lot of Love comes in number 4.
Oh.
Number 4. I'll go through them. This one, huge. Clapton, Derek and the Dominoes, Layla.
Layla,
Yeah. Number 8, Black Sabbath, Iron Man.
Oh yeah.
Number 7, Cream, Sunshine of Your Love.
Real quick, is Iron Man about Iron Man?
No, I don't believe so.
But I think the words fit Iron Man, don't they?
I mean, it was in Iron Man.
I don't know. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't think it is, but it maybe. I don't know.
You don't know.
Nirvana comes in at number 6, AC/DC number 5, number 4, Led Zeppelin, Whole Lot of Love. Number 3, The Kinks, You Really Got Me.
Oh. Damn.
Number 2.
Okay.
Number 2, Don't Play It in the Guitar Center. Smoke on the Water.
Oh.
Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. And number 1, according to UltimateClassicRock.com, the Rolling Stones, I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
All right. I don't disagree with that. It just takes you a second. I mean, it's a big library to go through in your head.
Yeah, I don't
trying
know.
to think of what
It says that Geezer in multiple interviews has said that it has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the Marvel comic character.
I don't believe Geezer. I want to talk to the other guy.
Says it was they wrote the song after Ozzy made a comment about a riff sounded him like a big iron bloke walking down the street.
Yeah, name Iron Man that they saw one time in a comic book.
Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice try, Geezer.
He was all on drugs and he was reading the comic book and didn't even, I don't know.
One of my least prepared for interviews I ever did. I interviewed Black Sabbath and had no idea of anything to talk about, and they were just a bunch of old dudes. And hey, tell me about the one time you set Geezer on fire.
It seems like this question comes up a lot, and they get very annoyed by answering it because it's all like he defiantly said no, it has nothing to do with the Marvel character.
I hope now we get an opportunity to do it. So I go, hey, when you wrote Iron Man, did that come out before the movie or after? Oh, that'll drive them nuts.
There's a lot of source material here saying them.
Well,
debunking that.
I don't believe it. I still stick by it. It's about Tony Stark.
They say no.
All right, we will take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Cody Tucker, and then Dom will be in the studio to take your legal calls. The phone numbers are 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. And coming up at 8 o'clock this morning, which is in less than 2 minutes now, Carmen will give you the Bone Bonus keyword, and that could be worth $1,000 if you put the keyword in the Bone app. Stand by. That is happening next on 1025 The Bone. First, Cody Tucker joins us. Is Cody on the line, Carmen?
No, 1 second. Sorry.
Oh, for the love of God.
Dom came in and I got distracted.
Now you got to wait for you to call him?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
2 seconds.
All right, that's enough.
Is Walls, is his son special needs or no?
No, he just cried.
Like
no,
like a little baby.
I think they said he's special needs.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, because he seems
so.
very excitable. And,
I
you know.
didn't see it. I read a story that said Walls' son cries and blah, blah, blah. I didn't say anything about him being special needs.
Something about learning disability I read or something. I
See,
don't know.
that's what I read was a learning disability, not like anything. But I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He seems just very happy and excited.
Yeah.
If they nominated my dad for vice president, I'd be like, good luck. I don't know.
I mean, if you cry, you're a liberal pussy.
Oh, no.
No? That's what we're doing?
No, I'm a crier.
Oh, I thought that's what we were doing.
Yeah, I have nothing against crying. I'm not going to cry, though, if my dad's on stage being the vice president, so, unless I'm special needs.
Oh, okay.
It's different.
It's jarring when you say the truth out loud like that.
Oh, I thought that's what we were doing.
Every week we check in with Cody Tucker. Let's do so now. Cody, how are you, buddy?
Hey, man, I'm good. How are you doing?
Cody Tucker, you can find him on Instagram at the Cody Tucker Show, also on YouTube, where he'll do a podcast. What do you have for us this week?
Perfect. So, in 1963, legendary singer Otis Redding was performing a show at Club 15 in Macon, Georgia. The singer Joe Tex was also performing, but at this time was just sitting at a table watching the show, when a 29-year-old man walked in holding 2 shotguns. That man started shooting at Joe Tex. This caused all hell to break loose. Multiple people were shot and stabbed in the ensuing chaos. The person who shot at Joe Tex said that he was his music rival and needed to get rid of him. That 29-year-old man then had his manager pay everyone off so that he wouldn't get in trouble and potentially ruin his blossoming career. This is the origin story of one of the craziest human beings to ever live, the godfather of soul himself, James Brown.
No way. No way. You went in there and double shot it up with shotguns?
Exactly. Just started blasting.
That just adds so it, the mystique of James Brown. That is awesome. All right, good. This is what we get from Cody Tucker every week. And if you want to get it from almost on a daily basis, you can find that on Instagram at the Cody Tucker Show. Cody, for some reason, I can never remember any of the things that I watch them all and I repost them and I go, oh, wow, so I got to bring that up to him. And then when we have you on the air, I can't remember any of them. There's so many. Check them out at the Cody Tucker Show on Instagram. Cody, thank you. We'll check with you next week.
Thanks, man. Y'all have a good one.
All right, buddy. There you go. The great Cody Tucker. Man, he's got so many good things ranging from origin stories like that to actors who were offered roles to situations in life that you just had no idea about. I love
like
it.
weird crossover stuff that this person grew up right down the street from this person, and then they both wound up being this person was president and this person won best actor. And,
one of the best follows on Instagram. All right, is Dom in the studio?
Yes, he is.
Another great follow.
Yes.
Dom, how are you, buddy?
Hey, guys. Good morning. Happy Thursday.
Got court on Tuesday?
Yes, a pre-trial. We had a DUI scheduled for jury trial on Monday. So the pre-trial is it. You figure your stuff out, and I was able to negotiate a great deal with the state attorney's office. The client was happy with that, so we took it off the trial docket. But I had to be there early and at a certain time on Tuesday to do it. So I communicated with Spanish and then rotated me to today.
Where did your accent come from, Dom?
Well, I was just telling Carmen I'm a little nasally because I've with the weather, and then I've done.
No, but you have a very Chicago Spanish and happy. You say it like that. Not that it's a negative. You just for a guy who's from Florida, it doesn't.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was born in Jacksonville. I basically grew up in Tampa and went to high school here. I mean, unless I'm just surrounded by a lot of people, I don't know. I mean, I've done radio 3 days in a row from the Tuesday's election coverage, my show last night. So, and then this morning, I think I'm a little raspy this morning personally.
Sexy. I call it sexy. I don't know what you're thinking. I think it sounds hot.
Sexy Dom. I'll try to go with that, though. But
if you want to get through to Sexy Dom, 800-771-1025. Tom, good morning. I would ask Dom, what do you got, Tom?
Hello. I drive a company-issued vehicle, and one of my fellow workers was just involved in an accident and hurt pretty bad. Can I get a supplemental insurance policy for uninsured motorist to a vehicle that is issued to me that I do not own?
Well, you can't do anything after the accident because you didn't have the coverage.
No. Now I had to protect myself.
So the uninsured motorist coverage, you want it on a supplemental vehicle that is in the company policy, or is your own personal vehicle?
It is a company policy. The company I work for issues me a vehicle to drive because I'm on call 24/7.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I drive all over the state, and one of my fellow workers who does the same job was injured recently by someone with no insurance, and he's having some trouble.
Sure.
I was wondering if I can get a supplemental policy on their vehicle that would protect me.
I don't think you can get it on their vehicle. They would have to purchase the uninsured motorist coverage through the company, but you can buy uninsured motorist coverage on a personal vehicle, and then usually UM would stay with the person. So if you're riding in my car and we get into an accident, you can have supplemental insurance in the event that I don't have enough coverage, which would never be the case because of what I do. I have plenty of coverage, but that's just an example. But you should talk with your employer. Do they have uninsured motorist coverage? One, in general, to protect their employees, but two, you can talk to an insurance agent and get uninsured motorist coverage on your own personal vehicles, because that might also protect you as well.
I do not own a personal vehicle. I drive a company-issued vehicle all the time.
You're not going to be able. I don't see the mechanism where an insurance company is going to insure a vehicle that you don't own.
Okay.
Now, what I would say this is I would like to look into it further. My agent is Joseph Lito. He's been on the show before. He's with State Farm. That's just who I use. You guys can use whoever you want. If you want to contact me, I can give you Joe's information. There might be some type of non-owner's policy that you can purchase, but usually that's done by the employer. So I have a non-owner's policy if I give my employees permission to drive my car and they get hurt, but I'm the employer. So your employer's got to play a part in this, is my understanding. But email me, I'll give you Joseph's information. You guys can hash it out specifically.
Did you open the window as you got close? It got louder and louder as the call went on.
Wow.
If you want to email Dom, you can get him at dominic@askthedom.com. Phone lines open 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. John, good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, John?
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, I have a question. I ran into a situation where I had to purchase a vehicle recently because my other vehicle got damaged. Found a truck I liked. The price was pretty decent. Went and bought it from a private seller. Gave the guy a cashier's check. Brought the truck home. I didn't have a chance to look underneath it or anything before when I first bought it. I looked at it in the evening. It was dark, couldn't see, and all that. I get it home. I find out there's a lot of damage underneath. A lot of frame damage, rust damage. There's wiring issues. In fact, one of the shock absorbers isn't even there. It looked like it had been damaged at some point in the past. I was getting ready to go toilet, but I was just curious, do I have any options to, I know it's pretty much an as-is type of a deal. Do I have any options as far as returning the truck, trying to get my money back, or am I just kind of stuck with it?
The only thing with this type of scenario is if there was some type of misrepresentation that you can articulate and prove. So if they sent you an email or some type of post that this vehicle was in good condition, or they misrepresented the state or condition of the vehicle, that's really the best option to combat an as-is sale. The onus is on you, as you stated, that you've got to look at it, and it was dark and you didn't look under it and whatever, that all that jazz is on you. The only thing that you can do as a counter defense to that is if it was misrepresented to you. That's really the only shot, in my humble opinion, that you have in this scenario. If not, it's buyer beware. You didn't have to rush through it. You weren't under a time clock. You could have come back during the day, brought a mechanic, done whatever you wanted to do. But the only thing is if they materially misrepresented the condition of the vehicle. Outside of that, welcome to your new vehicle and its subsequent repairs.
Yeah, and like I said, in the conversations we had were just verbal. Hey, one of the issues is both of the tail lights are wired to the same thing, so the left turn signal doesn't work unless they have the right turn signal on. Them both flash. So, and it was like, oh, it's a bulb, but
fuse.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. This is an expensive lesson, but a good lesson nonetheless, because now you will never make the same mistake again. But always keep in mind, for other folks listening, if somebody holds something out as one thing and it's not, that you have an argument as a material misrepresentation or fraud. But in this situation, you don't have anything articulated like that you can prove as a piece of evidence. And unfortunately, if they hand you a document that says, hey, this vehicle is certified, or here's my Carfax, and all this other stuff, and that turns out to be false documentation, now you really have them for fraud in the inducement. So there's several different types of civil theories and liabilities. None of those exist here for you, unfortunately, by the way this deal went down. All right.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. But thanks for letting me know.
You're very welcome.
Sorry, buddy. Dom, I have several people have called in or emailed me after you've done work for him. This guy, did he hang up? Carmen on line 1?
Oh, no, I was screening it. But he hung up.
I thought it was Medicine Man. I was going to reunite Dom with one of his most famous clients.
He's still alive.
He's still alive.
It's all that medicine.
He is alive and has managed to keep himself out of jail and out of eviction. Like when the state went over there and or the city, whoever it was, and just took all the junk from his place, is he going to have to be responsible for that? To pay for that?
Eventually they'll probably put a lien or something on his property, or they'll do something along those lines. But bless his heart, this is going back a long time. Do you remember that I shaved his head here in studio?
Oh yeah, when we turned him into a real man.
We shaved his head. Bless his heart. And then you had 3 listeners come in, and you had a contest. I don't know if you guys remember this.
We glued the hair to their face.
And you glued Medicine Man's hair to their face for, I believe, Lincoln Park tickets.
Yeah. Lincoln Beard. We gave him the Lincoln Beard for Lincoln Park.
And I'm sitting here going, I'm a highly respected member of the legal profession, allegedly, air quotes, and I'm shaving this man's head to glue it on 3 other men's head. I go, I love this business.
No. It was 2 men and a woman.
Was it a woman?
One of them was a woman, and she had a full beard after it was over.
I didn't remember the woman.
There are certain things I'll never forget, Tom.
Oh, I forgot the woman.
All right, you have time for a couple more phone calls?
As long as you do, yes.
Yeah. Matt, good morning. I want to ask Dom, what do you got, Matt?
Yes, my son's off at college, and he's in a guard-gated apartment complex, and he's had his tires slashed on 4 different occasions. I have comprehensive insurance, but the deductible is higher than the tire price. is there any expectation of the apartment to provide any kind of security since it is a guard-gated community, apartment complex?
Well, that's an interesting point. I mean, usually the guard gate, it's the front, so if he goes in and he's parked, somewhere inside the complex, the question is going to be, is there any video surveillance back where the car is being parked? And then has he reported this to management, and what has management said? Has he gone further?
Yes, there's only cameras up at the front, and they don't have them in the back. We've reported it every time and even done police reports. And they act like it's no big deal. I mean, it's up to $2,000. They're expensive tires, and we're just trying to figure out. The first time I felt like it was on us. The second time I felt like maybe they should have done something. We even asked, could he park up at the front and then have a special spot till this blows over, and they said no, they don't want to treat him special.
Who's mad at him?
That's what we're trying to. He's such a good kid, and on the dean's list every month, and somebody's stalking him, and we're trying to figure it out. We put a 360-degree camera in it last night to try and see if we can catch him ourselves, but it's just getting so expensive. We're trying to find out what else we can do. I'm at wit's end.
Does he have a girlfriend?
Yep.
Hey, he does have an ex, but I don't feel like it's her. And they actually checked the videos to make sure, or they checked the signing, because you have to provide a driver's license to go in this community. And she hadn't been in Orlando. They even checked cameras, I think, for the tollways and stuff like that. And she hadn't been in the area.
Probably somebody in the community already. Then, if
that's what we feel like.
So here's my suggestion. A couple of things. One is you can make a claim with the property owner management for damage that occurs on someone's property. So you just you're going to be rocking the boat there with the folks, but that's a remedy. So you can ask for
just like a certified letter or something to them.
Yes. You want your premise liability insurance coverage is what you need. A premise liability insurance coverage is that's what you need, and you can make it's a property damage claim, and they should have coverage. They should have coverage for that and provide that to you. That's number one. And so that would help the immediate cost. You make a claim for property damage because that vehicle was lawfully on their premises and it was damaged. All right, so there's the context there. That's number one. Number two, you've already done in the sense that you want to set up cameras, see if you can catch somebody in the act, and you turn that over to law enforcement, and hopefully you can catch the perpetrator. That's number two. Number three is you can actually buy tires with warranty. And I've actually bought tires because, my family, as much as I love my wife, she tends to hit things, the curbs and things like that, and causes tire damage. But you can get them warranties. What happens if she blows the tire? Mr. Ferriello, if anything happens to the tire, you bring it back. We give you a whole new tire. But there's a certain warranty for that. So you may just warranty the tires in case this continues to happen, because it's going to be a while for them to process the claim once you make it an option one. So option 1, 2, and 3 should cover the basis of your question this morning.
Okay, I sure appreciate it. I'll try everything I can.
There you go.
All right, buddy. Good luck to you and your devious son.
That's right.
Put it on the kid now.
Yeah, well, Carmen hit the nail on the head. His ex-girlfriend. That seems the most logical.
Or he owes money to somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Carmen's been known to slash a few tires.
No, don't put that out there, please.
Keyed that car that one time.
She actually bites him. She just bites right through the tire.
Wait, what? Oh my God.
Listen, Carmen, remember, attorney-client privilege. All the things that they're saying
Dom.
that you've told me, I cannot repeat.
I appreciate
just
it.
so we're clear on
Yes.
that. Okay.
Pay good money for that.
All right, if you didn't get through today, you can reach Dom at the office, 813-251-5550. You can always go to AskTheDom.com. You can send him messages there through the website. He does respond to them. So if you have a question you didn't get through today, or on Dom's show, which happens on Wednesday nights here on the station, do you know what you have coming up next weekend?
I've just got to coordinate. I think we're going to have the property appraiser, Bob Enriquez, on the show. In the mail, a lot of folks are starting to receive those tax notices. It's not tax payments. It's just notice of the ad valorem taxes for your property taxes. This is the time of the year that you get them. And a lot of people don't know what the hell that is, or they throw it away. But it's very, very important information. I'm coordinating with his office to have him. He was going to come on a week ago, but we had the election coverage, so it kind of messed up the rotation. So I'm going to try to see if we can get him maybe for next week or the week thereafter. So that's the status there.
All right, Dom, thank you. I appreciate your service today.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for accommodating my crazy schedule. I'm back on regular rotation next week, but I really appreciate you guys. Sometimes court gets in the way. How could court get in the way of the show? I tell the judges all the time, what's the matter with you? I need my Tuesday morning.
Dom, I don't want to jinx it, but court hasn't gotten in the way for me in years. I've been pretty good. I haven't got any tickets or anything.
Don't jinx anything. Don't say nothing.
I know. I should never open my mouth.
Don't say nothing.
All right, we'll take a break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. But Knob says he's got a lot to talk about today.
Oh.
Yeah, he says he's got a lot to talk about. I don't know what he wants to get into. We don't know. He called me and I was not available to answer the call, and then we just text. So I'm curious.
There's a lot of stuff happening, Mike.
What's that, Noms?
There's a lot of stuff happening.
You been hanging out with Jesse Ventura?
Down in the Baja.
I always hope that Knobs' health is good.
Not me. I got him on the death pool. Yeah.
You don't want to see anything
Rude.
happen.
Do I have Knobs this year? I don't even know. We should know this before we get him on the phone. Could somebody look it up?
Yeah, I'll do it on my phone because
believe
it's
you do.
blocked on my other thing.
In the meantime, the phone lines are open if you want to get through 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. I will tell you that we were talking about, I don't think we were talking about this off the air, about OnlyFans girls, and I don't like the young looking ones. They bug me, but they just showed some of them IMG volleyball players. That's a pretty hot look.
Easy.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Those are high schoolers.
Oh, are they really?
Yes.
That's a high school.
Yes, I'm kidding.
Sending mixed signals over here.
Oh, wowza.
I don't want them to do OnlyFans, but they look nice in their uniforms. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Maybe scroll over to USF. Or
Yeah.
a little bit higher.
What did I say? IMG? I didn't mean that.
IMG.
I was wrong.
I am in jail.
I just saw the uniform.
You do have knobs.
I do.
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, that'd be so sad.
If Knobs died?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I didn't say it wouldn't be sad.
You are the current leader, Mike, for the 1025 death pool. Let's see. You have 313 points. I am in second place, way back, 141 points. Then you have third place is Spanish right behind me, 134 points. Then you have Carmen with 112 points. Tony has 68 points. Gio has 61 points.
Not playing.
You are.
You are. You're in it to win it.
Not playing.
Yep.
You are. You picked.
Pap has 52 points.
Right.
And Ian Beckles, 0 points.
Well, he's a first-year player.
Yeah.
He played.
Give me some of the people on Ian's list.
Did he play last year?
He played last year. Yeah.
he played
Did he?
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't recall getting paid.
He has a good one. Bam Margera.
Okay.
He has Barbara Eden.
Okay.
He has Barry Gordy.
All right. These are all old people.
Sure. Dick Van Dyke.
Yep.
Gene Shalit. Jack Harris is his local pick.
Oh, wow.
Jerry Sandusky. Mean Joe Green. June Lockhart. Larry Holmes. Lee Corso. Lil Wayne. Lisa Liu. Madonna. P. Diddy. Oh, there's a good pick. Ray Rhodes. I don't know who that is.
Football player.
Is it? Okay. Raymond Barry. Richard Petty. Robert Wagner. Wendy Williams. And Scott Brantley.
Scott Brantley wasn't his local pick?
No.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, yeah, it's laid out for you, and hopefully you'll get some points. I will not feel guilty collecting your cash.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And I don't think he played Death Pool last year. I think it was just football.
Football.
Yeah,
Oh,
and this
yeah.
year he's joined for Death Pool.
Gotcha.
Which
What are we doing for football? Martine is here today.
Yep.
It's our last week. What are we doing for football? Spanish, it's up to you.
okay. Then I mean that's easy. The loser has to buy the winner a
You're
gallon
out.
of
Gio, it's up to
ice
you.
cream.
I got it. I got it. I just figured it out.
All right.
Loser has to get the darkest spray tan.
Oh, this is what it was about Titus again.
I love
But
it.
it won't work for Ian if he loses.
No.
Right,
Ian's got to do something opposite.
What
But,
were you going to say? Get the darkest spray tan and what?
And leave it on for the entire week.
until it like washes off because
yeah,
like
it
Tan
would be
Mom?
Yeah, like the darkest setting spray tan that they have there, like, you know,
Or you
Bahama
have-
Mama, whatever it is.
Right.
And you have to leave it on.
I like
and you
that.
have to wear glasses so it's big white around your eyes.
no.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
not at all.
that's great.
I
That's
don't know.
great.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
we do money?
I'm in.
No.
No,
I'm in.
Oh, no.
I'm in.
No. What about Ian?
We'll figure something out for Ian.
I don't like it.
Ian's not going to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about that.
No, I'm worried about me losing.
All right,
and having raccoon eyes.
I don't know.
You never
We've had
wanna
like
do
90
anything.
different things, and
Yeah.
you keep saying no.
I'm a guy with a tattoo.
Huh?
I'm a guy who got a tattoo.
Okay.
And you have an armful of tattoos.
nobody-
Yeah,
No.
but if one is because I lost.
Right,
So
but
don't
again,
don't make it like I don't want to do the things.
Nobody looks at
You
your arm and
don't.
goes, "Oh, is that your loser
Yeah.
tattoo
Yeah.
right there?"
Right below your grinder tattoo.
Yeah.
right.
How dare you all? Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, how y'all doing this morning?
Good, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Mike, for taking my call. A simple question. I'm trying to find yard signs for the Proposition 3 that's coming up this year. Where do I get them?
I would say you would probably call somebody. What county are you in?
Lee County.
Well, I don't even know.
I actually know exactly what you do. Google it.
I would say.
I've tried that.
What
I'm
if
an
you-
illiterate when it comes to these phones and computers.
What if you called your board of elections somewhere and asked them? They would probably know better than I would.
Okay, I just thought maybe you might know something. You know, you guys are pretty sharp on everything you do.
We
so.
are. I mean, I'm not going to deny that we're pretty sharp, but I don't know the answer to that. I would imagine I'd start. This is what if I was looking for it. I would call the board of elections, which is usually in the same building where the driver's license is, and I would ask them, and maybe they can give you a number of somebody who's leading the charge on that, and be able to help you out. I'm sorry I could not provide you with a definitive answer, sir.
Okay, I appreciate your help. I love your show. You're all a bunch of nuts.
Thank you. I agree with you 100%, especially Carmen. Thank you, pal.
Bunch of nuts.
You're a nut. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
True Leaf Dispensaries gives them out. They have stacks of them at the front of their store, whether you're a patient or not.
There you
That
go.
would probably make sense, too. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was easy.
Well, here come all the calls now. Good morning. Hello.
I looked too, and I couldn't find a way to find the signs for Amendment 3.
I heard True Leaf has them.
Really? Okay. Because I even looked on the Morgan & Morgan website.
I would think that they would be the ones leading the charge on it, but I don't know. But,
Yeah.
Morgan & Morgan, but evidently the guy called and said True Leaf's got them.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Good luck. Thank you.
Morgan and
Everybody loves the
Morgan
weed.
won't lead the charge on
Yeah.
it because when you dig deeper into that amendment, you find out that it really isn't helping a lot of smokers and recreational usage. It's just giving them backdoor access to pot for the next 100 years, and they're going to monopolize the entire market.
And is it something with the licensing right now?
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
limited on who is
Yep.
allowed to have the licensing.
Yep.
And he has one,
Who
doesn't
can
he?
yeah, he owns like 80% of the farms in
Right.
Florida.
Yeah.
Is that the fact, or I know everybody keeps saying that, but I don't really know what the answer is. I don't know John Morgan. He's been on the show one time before, but I don't have a relationship with him, or I'd call and ask him because I'm curious to know. He says it's because, I mean, he says the right reasons. People should not be, the people that are in jail right now that are in there for petty marijuana sales while it's been made almost legal should be let out of those. Should be let out of jail for sure.
But that's the thing is, there's nobody from the legal side saying, yes, John Morgan, we will do this. So he's just kind of like, that's like the Bernie
But he
Sanders thing. He's
said
just
his
like saying
commercial
it.
says, "If I was governor,"
Right.
He's not running for governor,
Exactly.
So
Not
nobody
yet.
expects that. But what he is saying is he supports the legalization of marijuana for adults to
Correct.
use, which
Yes.
is what his commercials are for.
Perfect.
Now,
Not
what
that amendment though.
Right.
But and then the reason why he supports it is because he is going to profit from it probably more than anybody else.
So many profits.
Does not make him a bad guy.
No, absolutely not.
Makes him a
He's-
smart businessman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we need to be as smart as well when we go into the voting booth.
I don't. And what is the controversy?
About that amendment?
Yeah.
Well, it's being pushed as, hey, stoners, vote Amendment 3 so we can have recreational marijuana in the state.
Right.
Meanwhile, just like many amendments, they push this awesome thing, and the back end of it is then John Morgan becomes the monopoly on pot in the state, and if you want to move pot anywhere in the state, you got to go through him. He gets a percentage, so do all the farmers, and then that's it.
If it becomes legal like that, and he is the one with the monopoly, will they still sell weed? Like, will drug dealers still sell weed?
I'm sure, yeah, because they'll probably be able to get it cheaper at that point.
Yeah.
And there's not as harsh penalties for it. It's
Right,
more of like a
that's
slap
true.
on the wrist.
Yeah.
So at that point, yeah, go ahead, be a drug dealer.
I know many times I've driven around, and when I see a yard sign, I go, you know what? You convinced me.
Yeah.
I see that sign, and I was not going to vote, but that sign, that seals the deal.
I have many times been driving and saw a garage sale, and I just go and buy stuff.
Buy weed. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, morning, Mike. I just wanted to say, I know this morning you guys were talking about the school bus and everything, and Carmen was saying that you have to stop north and southbound, east and west. But
right.
actually, I used to be a trooper for many years. What happened is let's say hypothetically you're on the northbound side, and the bus is on the southbound side, and there's a concrete median. You do not have to stop if you're going the opposite direction.
Ah, that's a Spanish.
That's
right.
If there's a break in it, like a break, you know what I'm talking about? Like, let's say there's a median, then it stops, and for some reason, there's a break in it, then all lanes have to stop.
Okay.
So you're saying Carmen's an idiot?
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I would say but also still keep your eyes peeled because kids are idiots,
Absolutely.
and one will run across.
Kid.
That's what I'm saying. One will run across the street even if there is a median. So go ahead and hit a kid. But I'm just saying maybe slow. Yeah, even if you don't have to stop, I would definitely slow down.
Yeah, if you hit a kid at like 30,
Thank you,
he'll be
sir.
fine.
Well, that's what I said. Just be safe and stop. And everyone wants to correct me. But,
I disagree. I say you close your eyes and punch it. Just see whatever happens.
Exactly.
Kids are very resilient.
no, I don't.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
At the light.
Hi. Yeah, I was just calling to say the guy who asked about the True Leaf signs.
Yep.
I mean, about the vote for 3 signs. He can stop at any True Leaf, and he can get as many as he wants for free.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you for that. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, Mike, good morning. I was calling about the loser for fantasy football.
Yes.
Or for the Death Bowl or whatever you guys are doing.
Yeah.
A good one that I heard recently was doing a lemonade stand for the loser, and they have to wear a loser shirt and a loser hat, and they go to a location that's pretty popular for your fans, and all the proceeds go to the winner.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's good too.
Or a charity of the winner's choice.
Yeah, I don't.
Something
Yeah,
like
there you
that.
go.
All right, thank you, sir. I don't like any of these.
Exactly. That's the thing. You don't want to have to do anything. You want to pay your way out of it.
What if the loser has to eat a bowl of ice cream?
That's good. I
As
like
fast
that
as
one.
they can.
I like that one.
Brain freeze.
Spray tan. Darkest spray tan. That's it.
What if the loser has to take over the can work duties?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I'm okay
Of
with that.
course.
I can't lose.
He loses. He's not doing it.
No, I'll do it. You know I'll do it.
Can
You
work.
won't.
Basically,
I'm telling you
I
right
love
now.
that you say you know I'll do it.
Yeah.
I have
No
never, I've never welched on a bet. If we have a bet, I will, and I say I'm going to do it. I will do it. I will
getting
set,
Literally last year we were supposed to do the dinner thing and everybody was supposed to go and you go, I'm not going to dinner.
Yeah.
nobody ever said, "Hey, we're going to dinner this date" or whatever. It just never. It just went away.
Because it never got to that point.
Yeah.
You lost
kept
and you go, I'm
trying.
not going to dinner. I'm not doing that.
Nobody wanted to go to dinner.
Why do
with
I have to go to
Spanish.
Yeah,
dinner?
nobody wanted to go. Nobody wanted to go. I didn't say I wouldn't go. I didn't lose. Also,
Didn't hurt my feelings. Not really.
yeah.
So if you lost, you'd get up and let the dogs out and go take the cans out during the breaks and all this stuff?
I can't let the dogs out because I don't have the time.
Please no, Michael.
Yeah.
Please don't.
But
put
I
this
will.
up with
I will
us.
take. I will take can duty. Loser gets can duty.
No.
Loser
No.
gets can duty for a month.
What if he?
I'm against it.
I vote that no.
I'm against it.
I would love for you to be dragging the garbage out to the curb twice a week.
Oh,
That
it's
would
not
make
even
me
that.
so
It's not even
happy.
that. It's just it won't have. I think the tanning thing is so much better because that everybody knows, everybody sees
I think
it.
it's kind of racist. I don't like it.
I think it's racist to take your trash out. You're making Joe racist.
I don't get that.
I don't feel
You know,
depressed.
yeah, no, Joe. I think you do a great job. I don't know why they got to bring you into all the bad things.
All right.
I mean, Martine's not going to do can work.
No, neither is Ian.
It's true because he wouldn't be here on the can days
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Sorry, Joe. I tried.
No,
I tried to get you out of it. I tried to get you out of it.
I don't want to get out of it. I'm
Are you
against
saying
this
you don't
rule.
want to do can work, Joe?
No, I'm saying I don't want can work to be up for grabs. That's my job.
Okay. And you guys wonder why I let him take the garbage out. He's
right.
clamoring for it.
I
He's
tried.
clamoring
I
for
was
it.
giving you an out, and you didn't take it.
I don't want an out.
Thank you,
You're
Joe.
out.
What is it?
Thank you.
Munchausen syndrome, where you just you won't be
He
free.
knows that's the only thing keeping him here.
Yep.
Joe, that is not true.
Well,
Garbage.
Oh, you're right.
garbage
It's his
throwers are-
video work.
Garbage throwing is a dime a
It
dozen.
is Sporkle judging.
yeah. Put that on the top. That's the top. It's top of the list on my resume.
Listen,
Best Sporkle judge ever.
nobody fetches a protein shake like Joe.
Oh, my wife did a pretty good job today.
Yeah, you forgot today.
Yeah.
No, I did not forget.
I came up with a bunch of ideas. I'm done.
Same.
I don't have any more ideas.
You had one idea.
No, I had the nails.
I like
had-
the nails.
All right, well then do that.
All right, Mike Calta Show low. No, Mike Calta Show low.
Hey guys, love the show. Hey, to expand on the tanning idea, how about if then they have to go and get the winner's food, the loser does, from somewhere, be it fly to New York City and bring bagels.
Oh, nobody's taking a day off of work to go fly with their tan to go. Oh, no, that's not happening. Mike Calta Show low.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So I have a little idea for the death pool with your football.
All right.
Do a weekly thing where whoever wins the week gets points towards the death pool. But if Martine wins, you all lose points.
Well, Martine's not in the death pool, so that would just
No, that's what I mean. If he wins, then you guys lose points.
Yeah. Plus, I'm not playing, so that wouldn't work.
You are playing.
You are playing. You pick.
100% playing.
You
So,
pick.
I won this week. Oh, but you lose that. No, do I win the death pool? Do I get money or am I tanning? What's happening? I don't know. It's, do
Put my nails-
I have to go to Spanish's dinner?
Oh, I'm losing. I'm flipping the board.
Take the
That's
trash
you.
out.
I'm scratching my back on my nails. I know that. Mike Calta Show, good morning. When my wife scratched my back the other night at softball, I go, man, can you scratch my back all the way on the right, a little bit low? And then it watched it. I was like, best wife in the world. Best wife in the whole world. Oh, my God. It was very great. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, Mike, it's Steve. I enjoyed the show. I was just calling to give you guys an idea for punishment.
All right. What do you got, Steve?
Well, since you seem to have everybody doing all the work around there for you,
Not everybody.
what if the loser has to be, and I don't want to say this in an incorrect way, but almost like slave to the rest of the people?
Whoa.
That's the correct way to say
For a
it.
month.
Yeah. I like that.
For
I'd
a
have
month.
a slave. I'd like to have a slave for a month.
Nope.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, if Spanish loses during break, he has to run and get you guys sodas, waters, food, whatever. Or whoever it
Martine's
is
not
that
here.
loses.
Carmen's not here. It doesn't work.
Too many people that aren't here. Sorry.
You just named a normal work day, sir.
Yeah.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
Spanish, will you grab me a drink?
Yeah, absolutely.
See, that's the best. That's the best time. No, we can't do that. That's just not gonna. It's not gonna work out because Carmen's not here. She can't do it. Ian's not here every day. Martine's not here every day. It just doesn't work out that way. We'll come up with something. I like the nails idea.
What if guy loses, any of the guys lose, you have to grow facial hair, but then you shave it and just leave?
No, no.
Oh, you're so.
I'm not getting any mustaches that will cause controversy within my kids' school. There's no way that's happening. Oh boy.
Well, looks like it's a favorite bowl of ice cream.
Yeah.
We did it.
I'm good with that.
I'm all right.
We'll try again next year.
This is why it should be
I thought you were short circuiting.
Should be money.
I'm in for money.
I know.
No. We already do too much stuff for money.
No.
It should be a punishment. That's what it should be.
Carmen, what if you win, then we have to buy food for the Chamberlain High School?
Okay, sure.
I mean, like, I don't know. We could pick our individual. I mean, how does it work? Is it one winner and the rest are losers?
Yeah.
It's one. Well, there's one winner and one loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's first
Best
place and last
record.
place is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And
Best record, worst record. So the person with the worst record has to do something.
So if I come in the third, I have nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Correct.
You don't have to worry about it.
all right.
Perfect.
I just better pick a
That-
little bit better.
And that's why, like, the dinner thing last year, it was we were all going to go to dinner, but the loser just had to buy the winner's dinner. So that way everyone is a part of it.
Yeah, and the loser was not supposed to eat.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So why don't we do that?
Because no one went to dinner.
Because what?
Because you said you weren't going.
Yeah.
But it was my fault because I wasn't going.
Yes.
That was
If you don't, if you don't go,
No
they
one
don't go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that
And
how it
I
works?
was the winner.
Well, let's
So then
go.
it
You
was
want to
gonna
go?
be me in Spanish.
Then
And
he owes you dinner.
I was going to go.
he
No, I already paid
it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I was
Which
going to
was
go to
better?
dinner with Galvin, but Galvin didn't
Yeah, why
wanna
am I
go to dinner.
punished?
Yeah.
Why do I get punished?
What is the payout?
It was $200.
Yeah.
So why don't we just make it $200?
No.
No.
No, not at Christmas time.
I'm totally fine with that.
I know. Yeah, well, I'm not.
That's true. Joe's doing football picks. All right. I don't know. So we're back to ice cream.
Why don't you and I just bet on some stuff?
Yeah. We're back to ice cream again.
I love ice cream.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But I mean, we've come up with ideas.
I like the
We
fingernail
have
idea.
nails. We
Everybody,
got
all right,
hands.
are we up for the fingernails?
What's the fingernail idea?
You have to go get your nails done, like super
long
long.
But you get long, bedazzled nails.
Cardi B nails.
Yeah, like crazy long, at least 2-inch long.
Yeah.
Tiger
You gotta
nails
keep 'em
with
for a week.
sparkle, and you have to keep them on, for
Yeah.
a week.
Sure.
And then what does Carmen do?
I can't. I don't wear those.
Plus,
Like,
but if you had them, people aren't going to go, "What in the hell is this lady doing?" They're going to go, "Oh, there's a lady with nails." Guys have them; they're like, "You look ridiculous," and it's hilarious. But we have to do something for Carmen.
She can't shave for a week.
No.
Why not, Vampire Face?
I've already told you because it took 2 years to get rid of my scars and my acne that comes with that. So I'm not going to stop shaving for a bet just to ruin my skin.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, but we're supposed to get fingernails to make you that.
That doesn't ruin anything.
Does it ruin my cuticles?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
My masculinity?
They literally take care of all of that stuff during your manicure.
You
So
don't
you're
know.
not ruining anything.
Hey, sorry,
Yeah,
is that
it is.
Kellyanne Conway?
She looks different, right?
Holy
No.
cow!
Yeah.
Look how great
No
she looks.
way.
Right?
Yeah, she's all
That's
dolled up.
unbelievable.
Right?
She's Morgan Fairchild now.
Dude.
Oh my God. Is that really her?
That's
Yeah.
her.
And her daughter is still smoking hot.
What did she do?
They did stuff to her
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
They smoothed her out. They fixed her teeth.
Her nose?
Yeah, they did a lot. She looks fantastic. I mean, they finally combed her hair. She's
Who is
becoming
it?
Kellyanne Conway.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
They make her look like an older Tommy Lahren.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she looks like Morgan Fairchild.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that looked nothing like what she used to look
No,
like.
no. She looks fantastic.
She had that big bump in her witch. She had a witch
Yeah,
nose.
Yeah. Wow,
Holy
that
cow.
is unbelievable.
How about that for a family? She's over here with her plastic surgery and all this stuff, stumping for Trump, and her husband and daughter are over there at the DNC
Yeah.
convention.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A house divided.
Oh my god, dude.
Cannot stand.
And you
I
know,
cannot
feel-
believe that's her. I would have said no, Galvin.
Yeah,
There's
right.
no way.
Then, well, that's what I was looking at. I look and I said in Spanish, I go, "Is that Kellyanne?"
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God! Yep, there it is. Live.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Looking
How is
good.
not the first thing they say? Kellyanne, fantastic new face you got going on
Yeah.
there.
Congrats on the new head.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
serious.
good luck with the teeth. You going to get those done next? Eee, chicklets.
They whitened them at least.
Yeah, but look at the
Yeah,
look
in
at
the back row, she's got
structure.
shark teeth.
Ooh. I cannot believe that is her.
That's wild.
Here's the deal with Kellyanne.
Yeah.
She's got her own show now.
The deal is we give her a new head and put her on TV.
I got to go look that up. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, Brian Knobs is going to join us, and then we'll talk to Martin Gramatica, and we'll see how he feels about getting fingernails put on. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
What are you laughing at?
You talking about our fantasy football picks, consequences.
Like the consequence you're in the
I
face.
didn't do anything.
You dumb face bugs me, you know that.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Michael. I wish I could fix it for you, like
We got-
Kellyanne Conway.
We got Pitbull toddler practice today because our band is playing August 31st at Ruth Eckerd Hall. Tickets are available online right now at rutheckerdhall.com. You put in the code word CALTA, and you can save $20 off of your ticket price. That is at rutheckerdhall.com. This weekend is Comic-Con. Is Knobs on the line?
Yes, he is.
Well, when are you going to tell me?
I texted you and told you everybody.
I'm doing a show. I can't look at my text.
Okay. You want me to put him on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knobs,
Yes, what's up, brother?
how are you doing? Are you healthy, Knobs? Everybody's worried about your health.
Well, I'm up and down, but I'm still here. Even though you bet against me, I'm here. I got 4 more months, and then you lose again.
I wouldn't
you
say-
loser.
I wouldn't say I'm betting against you. I don't want anything to happen to you. I'm just, I'm just trying to get it.
By the way, that's a great thing to have. Get a Brian Knobs tattoo just with a little bubble that says loser.
Loser. Knobs is one of our great friends of our show for many years now, and this weekend you'll have an opportunity to meet him and Sags over there, the Nasty Boys at Comic-Con. Now, it's going to be you guys and Missy Hyatt and Brutus the Barber, correct? I know there's a lot of other celebrities out there, but first,
yes, and there's Robert Patrick, John Schreider, Priscilla Presley, Billy D. Williams. I mean, you name it, John. I mean, everybody's got to be there. It's pretty cool. I mean, Neil Patrick from Terminator, and they got a lot of big stars out there this weekend.
Real Robert Patrick from Terminator. Neil Patrick's Doogie Howser. He's not going to be out there. Robert Patrick.
Oh, I'm sorry. Got them mixed up a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
It is early in the morning. You got me up this early.
I understand.
So I'm here.
Nasty boys do not wake up early. Now, what are you and are you and Sags? You guys hang out together a lot, or you only just like do these things every once in a while?
Well, since he moved, he's still here, but he's across the bridge. He's over the Skyway Bridge now. And, so we see each other not as often when he lived down in Treasure Island, but we see each other we're on these things all the time.
Yeah.
So we're finally doing one in our hometown, so it feels good, for a weekend to be here and our hometown fans and to sign autographs and meet and greet everybody. So, that's going to be a blast. We're going to go visit, Marvelous Collectibles, our buddy there, the vendor. So we'll be there with him on Saturday, and then we'll be in the guest lines over the weekend. So come see us, man.
Now,
I mean, it's going to be good.
What did you guys do? I blame Sags. What did you guys do that stopped you from getting into the Hall of Fame?
You know what, dude? I don't. I had no idea why they haven't asked us yet, but we'd really like, guys are starting petitions and everything up to try to get us in this coming year. I would love to get in 2025, because I think, we deserve it, and, it would be a real honor to, be in the Hall of Fame.
You definitely deserve it. You definitely deserve it. The time has gone on. Plenty of time has passed by. And we've had one in Tampa, which would have been perfect. You had one in Philly, which would have been perfect. And then we got nothing. I feel like something's holding up. I feel like somebody's mad at somebody.
I don't think so. I mean, I still talk to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
I saw Triple H not too long ago, and I saw a lot of the guys, and it doesn't seem to be like anybody's mad at us. I mean, if anybody was mad at us, it was Vince, and he's not there no more.
Right.
So
can Hogan make a phone call? Can Hogan blow a call in and be like, "Hey, get these guys, take care of these guys"?
You know what? I never ask. You know what I mean? That's I don't ask favors like that. I'd like to get back in. They're still making merchandise of us, and we still get good royalty checks and all that stuff. So WWE didn't forget about us, and they know we're out there, and we're out there, and you never see us in the paper, doing anything stupid or anything like that. And that's over 20 years now. And we did some stupid things in our day,
Yeah,
So.
If I had a vote on the guys most likely to do something stupid, you guys would be at the top of the list.
Yeah, most definitely, and we have some hellacious stories too.
Yeah,
I went out on the road on the comedy shows, and I did really good. And I was just telling my life, Brian Knobs, believe it or not, famous and broke, and here I come.
Knobs, I'm telling you, I've always had this thought. It would be great if you had a Nasty Boys cartoon where it showed Knobs and Sags as little kids growing up together, but with the same heads, like they're adult heads on little bodies, and it just showed. Like, I bet you there's so many stories of you guys beating up other kids and getting into fights and stuff.
Oh, yes. When we were 10, it didn't get as crazy until we got older, when we were in like 17, 18, 19, and then we got a lot of fights,
Yeah.
And then when we got older, a lot of barroom fights. So, Matt Millen from the played for the Raiders and Washington, 4 Super Bowl rings, and he's the one that our parents told us to talk to. And we went down and got scolded and said, "Hey, if you guys keep acting like this, you're probably going to wind up in jail." So, he goes, "Why don't you try that pro wrestling?"
Yeah.
So we, went out there and bothered George the Animal Steele, and he had Jimmy Superfly Snuka Mr. Wonderful, Bob. Paul Orndorff,
yeah,
and Cowboy Bob Orton. Two of them ain't here no more, and they were going to stretch us and really beat the hell out of us, but we were working. So then he sent us up to Vern Gagne's camp in Minnesota, and the rest is history, man. We got hooked up with Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, God bless his soul, and they liked us, and they put us together. They usually don't put two young guys together, and they put us together, and we just clicked. And the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty helped us out, and from then on, we just wrestled the biggest and the best, and came down here to Florida. And Steve Kern was a big help for us when we were down here at Florida Championship Wrestling in 1988, and we never left.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a good story. It's a good run for you guys. And if you want to meet the Nasty Boys, you can do so this weekend at Tampa Comic Con. They'll be out there at the Convention Center on Saturday. What are you there on Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday, and Friday. I'm going to be stopping in Friday at, like I told you, Marvelous Collectibles. And, I'll be out there Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday also. So come check us out. And like I said, and if you, like you were talking about Pearl Toddler, if you use the passcode NASTY, you get 20% off of your ticket for the weekend.
Well, that's great. There you go. So if you're thinking about going, use the code NASTY and get 20% off for the weekend, and you get to meet these guys. Now, is there anybody that's going to be there that you're looking forward to meeting?
Yeah, well, I met Billy D. Williams already. He's really cool. And John Schreider, he's, Dukes of Hazzard, so he's a good guy. But I'd like to meet Priscilla Presley because I'm a big Elvis fan.
Yeah.
So I'd like to ask her a couple questions, and, there's a lineup there, like Robert Patrick. I never met him, and I'd like to meet him. He's, a great actor. And the list goes on. They keep on adding people on there, and I'll go down and meet everybody, and usually it's really a good time. And when you get in the green room back there and you talk to them, and you see what they went through, and they have really some good words of advice. I was at one in Boston, and Henry Winkler came up to me, and because he remembered us from WrestleMania 7, because he was in the front row when we won the belts off the Hart Foundation, and he's a big wrestling fan.
Oh, that's
so that was pretty full. Look, the Fonz was coming over to me and, saying, hey, how you doing, and all that. I said, I didn't think you would remember. He goes, how could you forget the Nasty Boys?
That's awesome. I'm thinking about going, Knobs. If I see you, don't big time me.
No, I wouldn't do that. Never. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to seeing all the fans. I mean, we're really, in town that much to do something, so, we're this is a big one. The Tampa Bay Comic Con's one of the big ones in the area, for the year. So
are you,
I am really looking forward to it.
Are you still hanging out at Hogan's doing karaoke?
I go down, like once a month, maybe. I'll go down, or once every, 4 or 5 weeks, just to surprise them.
Yeah.
And we go out there, we have fun, and it's a good time. It really is. A lot of fans come and see them. And then we're there, and Jimmy Hart's in the back with me, baby. And you can't beat it. You got guys that you grew up in the business with. I'm a lot. For over 35 years now, and that's a long time for friendships. I mean, still talk to Stone Cold. I just talked to him over the weekend. He was in that big race that he rode from Vegas to Reno in like a 4x4, one of them utility, what do they call SUVs?
Yeah.
Not SUVs, but off-road things, But, and it was a grueling battle. So
can you imagine being Canadian and coming down here to Clearwater and rolling into the bar, and all of a sudden you walk in and there's Jimmy Hart on the wheels of steel, there's Knobs chucking down beers, and Hogan's on the stage, hit me with your best shot, brother, just singing karaoke? That'd be fantastic. Well, Knobs, I miss seeing you. We got to hook up sometime, and this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Tampa Comic Con, Marvelous Collectibles. Go see my man Brian Knobs and the Nasty Boys. And Knobs, hopefully we'll hang out soon.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. And I got my boy Frankie. He's going to be helping me out, because, like I said, all the injuries throughout the years, they add up. I mean, say what you want about pro wrestling, but it does take really a good beating on your body. So
you can't spend 40. You can't spend 40 years doing Pity City and expect to be fine when you're in your 70s.
No, and take 3 million chair shots over the head. It's a wonder I can even dial the phone anymore. So.
Especially those stiff ones.
Oh yeah, and our matches were always quite crazy. So us and Cactus kind of started that hardcore thing, even though it was the way it started back with Bruiser Brody and them and Terry Funk. But we kind of brought it to the mainstream when we did it in WCW. Then we started it in WWF, and then ended up in WCW doing it. So it was real crazy, and it was a great time. So
I don't know.
I don't have complaints about anything, Mike. I mean, I really don't. I've met a lot of wonderful people. Went all over the world so many times, and nowadays when I go out to these things, these fests and Comic Cons, it is really great to say thank you to the fans.
Yeah.
And they come up and they tell you stories when they met you, and they tell you like, hey, you were my childhood, and you really. Now I show my kids the tapes, not the tapes, but on the internet
Sure.
they show the matches and WWE and everything, and that makes me feel really good that we really did do something, and we really did leave an impression on our sport of professional wrestling.
100%. The Nasty Boys are legends, and hopefully in my lifetime we will see you guys get inducted into the Hall of Fame soon as well.
Well, if I am, even if it's in Vegas, you're going to have to come out for that one. I knew you used to go to a lot of them back in the day, and you haven't been to a couple lately. So
if you're in, I'm there.
2025.
Yep. If you guys are in, I'd love to be there. In fact, I'll even induct you if you need me to. Whatever you need, guys. Hey, Knobs, I got to run.
Well, put a petition out there. Nasty Boys for the Hall of Fame, man. You got some pull.
Get the partition going. All right, brother. Good luck this weekend, and let's catch up soon.
Yeah, well, let's get. Hey, look, there's a storm brewing. You can tell that, and it's a nasty one. And send it right to the Tampa Bay Convention Center because the Nasty Boys are coming to the Tampa Bay Comic Con, and it's gonna get crazy wild, and you damn sure know it's gonna be nasty.
Thank you, brother. Good talking to you.
Hey, good talking to you guys. Calvin, Spanish, all you guys. I love you, man.
See you, buddy.
See you, Knobs. There you go. The great Brian Knobs. I love that guy. You can't help but love Knobs. He's the best.
They got to put those guys in.
There's some reason why they're not. There's got to be some reason.
I remember a couple years ago when Harlem Heat went in, Booker T specifically said that Harlem Heat would not be what they were if not for the Nasty Boys, and they 100% should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be some C block in it.
Triple H is what runs that now.
Yeah, but he's good. Like, unless he's got some sort of personal vendetta.
I don't know, man.
I mean, those guys used to poop in each other's bags and stuff like that. So I don't know.
It's all fun.
Yeah, but sometimes you get mad at that stuff and you hold a grudge. So I don't know if there's something going on there. That's why I asked Noms. I go, who'd you make mad? Who'd you piss off?
Yeah,
it's not him. It's Sags. Sags the douchebag.
You think so?
No, I don't want to say that. Sags would kill me. I'm just teasing. I don't really know. I don't know what the case is, but we don't really. The WWE doesn't play anymore. We used to get them on all the time, and now they're not even cool anymore. Or else I'd be asking people. I'd love to ask Triple H.
We got to talk to the King of Tampa Bay,
Titus O'Neil.
He's still.
He could probably get it done.
He's an ambassador for those guys.
Well,
for WWE,
can't spell booty.
Yeah,
but he definitely can get them. I mean, we should call him up and be like, "What? You know something?"
No, I was going to say I did hear the commercial, and he does spell it wrong.
Oh, yeah. We should call him up and be like, we need two things. We need you to spell booty, and once you can't spell that, you need to get Knobs in the Hall of Fame.
Or at least get us an answer as to why.
Yeah. But you don't even have to say anything. You just have to go kayfabe.
And then we'll know
they
did something
wrong. Yeah. Either way, I mean, what would suck is if we joke around about Knobs in the death pool, and what if something ever did happen to Knobs? He died and never got to get in.
And
be crazy.
It would mean so much to Knobs.
They love the business. They love the time that they put in.
Yeah.
He deserves it. They deserve it. All right, we got to take a break. MVP, Martin Gramatic, is here.
Speaking of Hall of Fame.
Speaking of Hall of Fame, and what is that thing called?
Ring of Honor.
The Wall of Honor.
The Ring of Honor, yeah.
Yeah, that's where Martin should be. Do they know who's doing the Ring of Honor this year? Are they skipping a year, or what are they doing?
I don't think they've said.
Well, you know who it should be.
They should put Martin in the Gruden spot. Because they took that down.
I mean, they did take one down.
Yeah.
They do have an empty spot.
Yeah.
If they were planning on putting somebody else in, they could put 2 people in now.
Martin was on the team at that time. Like, he deserves that spot.
Oh, and trust me, we started the petition.
Yeah.
GetMartinin.com. All right, we got to take a break. Martin will be here in the studio with us next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Galvin, do you have that list
Of
These are people that they were saying they were talking about potential Ring of Honor members.
Yeah, let me get it real quick.
Run through them because you know where I stand on this. Martin Gramatica should be the next in the Ring of Honor.
I appreciate that.
They say
nice push though from last year.
Yeah.
Who are the Bucks' most likely 2024 Ring of Honor candidates? They have Tom Brady.
Too early, and he won't come back. Like right now, he's too busy. They can't have him come back now.
And he's wearing the Patriots jersey everywhere he goes.
Yeah. It's like he forgot already.
Oh, he's wearing the Raiders hat when he's out there.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't like this.
Then they have James Wilder.
Yeah, no, James Wilder's just an old player. He wasn't that great, and he quit Chamberlain High School.
Gerald McCoy.
Bust. Gerald McCoy stunk. He was a high draft pick who ended up being a bust, didn't play here very long, never did anything here, was criticized by all the Hall of Fame players that played here before. Stinks, doesn't belong up there.
All right. Simeon Rice.
Simeon, there's a spot for him up there.
I put him up there.
There's a spot for Simeon. Simeon was a great defensive player for this team, a tremendous athlete on his own, and played well in Arizona as well. I mean, he's a great football player, was here for the Super Bowl team. It's a possibility that Simeon Rice gets in the Ring of Honor.
Hardy Nickerson.
Yes. I would have figured Hardy Nickerson would have been in already.
I thought so too, because he was the beginning of the great defense. You know,
Yes.
he was here my rookie year.
He was here. He was the first player we had from Compton. He knew what was up. He was a tough player. All right, who else?
That's it.
Okay, that's it. I vote Hardy Nickerson and Martin Gramatica. And Gio brought up a great point. They just give you the Gruden slot.
Yeah, because
they had a space. They had a space open anyway.
GR. I mean,
yeah, right. They have less letters they have to buy.
They got some of the letters already.
More affordable, right? maybe my last name's too long, too many letters.
You just put Marty up there. Everybody knows what you're talking about. Do you remember? You know what? I call you Marty. You know why? You know who?
No, trust me, I know why.
Yeah.
That's the only guy I won't say. No, that's not my name.
Was Brad Culpepper or Sap?
Sap. Yeah. So Sap started it. I don't know why, but it's not Marty. It's Marty.
Marty.
Hey, Marty.
And see, we'd have Brad Culpepper on all the time, and he'd always refer to you before we knew you as Marty, and I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, so I just ran into Dwight Smith at a practice. And
I love Dwight Smith. Yeah.
What's up, Marty? And then my kids are looking at me like, he just called you Marty.
Marty.
I go, don't worry about it. But it was mostly the defensive guys.
Yeah,
that called me that. It's cool. It's a lot better than other names that they could call a kicker.
I bet. I absolutely
I'm
bet.
glad they at least knew where my name was. Kind of what it was.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we need to keep pushing and working on. We need to get Martin into the Ring of Honor and the Nasty Boys into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I think
who wrote that article though?
Well, I think that was just a listener.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
this was from buckswire.usatoday.com.
Yeah.
Because I went at Scott Smith. I know he writes for the Bucks.
Right.
He like the most famous number 7. And he said Garcia, the quarterback. I'm like,
come on.
Garcia
didn't do anything
dude,
when he
was
played
here for a year. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really want to brag about myself, but I'm like, that I felt like disrespected. Then and he rewrote it. So he
did?
Yeah, he kind of it was just I was just messing with him though.
Nobody thinks Garcia when they see 7.
No, in fact, I remember one of the big jokes was that when the Bucks would travel to Atlanta and everybody was wearing 7 jerseys, you didn't know if it was for Gramatica or Vic. Yeah. So that's just dumb.
I mean, I don't want to call him dumb.
I'll call him dumb. You're stupid. You're stupid.
He did retract the story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's smart. That's nice of him. But if you
he's a good guy. I was just joking with him. I didn't realize he was going to take it serious.
Yeah, but I mean, if you put that down in the first place, that's just ridiculous. You just clearly don't know what you're talking about. Like saying Gerald McCoy belongs in the Ring of Honor. That garbage player. A waste of a pick. Galvin, let's get into this and decide this right now.
All right.
We're going into, we have been fighting about it all morning.
I was listening. I'm worried about the nails because I've never had, I've had one manicure, pedicure. That was when we got married. My wife forced me to do it like the couples.
Sure, you don't want to have dirt in your fingernails.
I never felt more unmanly doing that. Just sitting there having my feet. So the lady literally had to take like a grinder for my, because wearing cleats, your feet. When you wear cleats, I'm a runner. They're not the best. So I avoid that type of stuff. So.
I don't know if you know this, but we used to play a game on this show called the Fettuccine. Are you familiar with that?
I had to turn it off.
Really?
That grosses me out
That's
so
gross.
much that somebody would eat that I can't listen.
It's my feet, and it grosses me out.
I can't listen, though.
And
I can't
hot
even
girls have done it. Hot girls have done it, too. So, yeah, it depends on how much you really want to go to a concert or something. You want to sit in the front row in the WWE, you might have to eat my feet.
But we also made clear you can actually buy those tickets. You don't have to ingest other people's foot skin.
Not always. Not always. Sometimes people can't afford to go.
Somebody messaged me and had an idea. I'll throw it out there to you. We had talked about money, but everybody's like, no, too much, whatever. What about different levels of money? If you come in second, you only pay $10. If you come in third, it's $15. Like increments like that.
Like last place pays $100.
Right.
Second to last place pays $75.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
so
blah.
it goes like that. Is that better? And then the winner wins whatever $250 or whatever the winning prize is.
I'm in.
I'm in for that.
I'm fine with that.
I'm good with that. Anything but a tattoo, I'm good.
Sure, I'm in.
Spanish is in.
Spanish is
he said it so you can get out of it later.
Sure, I'm in. How are we going to determine the what it's going to be?
We can figure it out right now. Like we can go how many people are in it, and then how much money.
What if it just goes $10 increments? So second place pays 10, third 20, fourth 30, so on and so
I
forth.
say we start at the bottom, loser pays 100, and then we work our way up.
work our way that way, yeah.
Or that way? Okay.
And it all goes to first place.
Right.
Yes.
All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us all together, right? Because
So-
Ian is in as well.
But there will only be 7 losers.
Right. Okay. So
Let's still get money from Ian if he loses.
Seventh place pays 100.
I'll take it in dignitary.
Loser pays 100. Sixth place pays 90. Or are we going 75? What do we?
Well, I'm sorry. We were going in increments of what?
Loser, seventh place loser pays $100.
Okay.
And then do we jump to what for next? Do we go in 10 or 25 or what are we doing?
Or 20.
Yeah, I'd take 20.
20, so 80 for the next person.
Yeah.
Then we have 60.
Okay. Ooh,
50.
40.
I
Oh,
lowered
20,
the
sorry,
static
40.
and you thought we dropped off?
Yeah. Oh, it got me so nervous because it got very quiet.
Yeah, I just realized that mic is still stinks.
We're all doing math in our head.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not. I trust Calvin.
Well, that means that second place would pay nothing then. Or
Or we go to 5.
just go 5 for that?
Yeah. So
All right.
100, 80, 60, 40, 20, 10, 5.
Now, I heard Spanish say, okay. But I didn't hear Joe say anything.
Because that's still a pretty good chunk of money without having to cough up all of it. You know what I mean?
So what do we? So the only.
So the winner would win $305.
Right.
All right.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
I'm good.
Yes.
I'm good.
I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Gio?
All right.
Because the most you have to the most you will have to pay is $100.
Right. So are we paying this the same day we pay the death pool, or
No, because we go into like February basically.
Right. Yeah. So we got time to. Hopefully, people give you gifts for Christmas. They give you cash,
Right.
Or Amazon card you could sell.
Or hopefully you win the death pool and then you'll have a whole bunch of money.
I am going to win the death pool this year. I'm killing everyone. I'm killing it right now as it goes.
Okay.
And if I have to stab knobs this weekend in the ribs, I'll stab them in the ribs.
Jinky McJinxerson.
Yeah.
Just
Listen,
jinxed himself.
I'm just saying. I would like to win, and if I do, I'm collecting from everybody this year.
That's not what you said.
Oh yeah, and I'm throwing a big party. There you
Gio
go.
said he's not paying.
Gio's paying.
No, I'm not playing.
No,
You're
you
playing
are.
and
You
paying.
already picked.
No, the game is rigged. It's not a fair game.
Listen, I'm going to take the money that I collect and I'm going to donate some of it to the Mike Martin family.
Please do.
for losing their folks.
R.I.P. 11.
11? Yeah. The most famous 11. In the room with us is Martine Gramatica, who is certainly known for football, but also I hear you in the commercial now, known for lifeguard imaging. You said by now you should know. Everybody does know.
By now,
by now
I say that? I don't even remember what.
You're like, by now you should know I work at Lifeguard Imaging. And we are trying to do the best we can to get the word out on how important it is to go get scanned and get in there early and get checked out and see Martine while you're over there. Maybe you're just a big Bucks fan. You want to meet Martine. You could do that while you're over there. He even signs stuff for you while you're there. But most importantly, you want to get in there and you want to get scanned to find out any early detection, whether you have heart issues. You can get a free heart scan where they can scan your whole body to see if perhaps you have some cancer that's lurking in there that you don't know about, or something that is easily detectable, easy to find, and easy to fix, or certainly to get a head start on.
Absolutely. And anybody listening today, Mike, if they call today, we have spots open on our schedule for your listeners. Anytime we do an event or something, we try to open spots, because if you put it off or you schedule it for a month or 2 months away, you're going to either forget about it, life gets in the way. So it's important to call right away. And our number is 813-582-5222.
And that's part of the reason why we have Martine on once a week. Obviously, we like having him in the studio. He's here to do football with us and all that stuff. But to remind everybody, I mean, we've all been to Lifeguard Imaging. We've all gotten scanned before, and we know how important it is. As some listeners have told me that they've found serious stuff that they've had taken care of. They've found heart stuff where they've had to have heart surgery, but these are things that have prolonged their life for years. Things that if they didn't know about, they probably would have died within the next 2-3 years, and now they got long lives to live. It's not a I don't know. There's no other better way to do it. It's 100% beneficial to you, even if you go there and you find nothing.
Right. If you find nothing, the peace of mind is priceless.
Yes.
And now if you find something and you find it early, you're going to survive it. So, yeah, and just understand that we're one of 7 in the whole country doing it. So we're in our backyard. It's silly not to take advantage. That's what I tell all my friends, family, we're here. Take advantage of it. So, yeah, and I'm so happy that we can get the word out, because with your show, we've actually had your listeners from Texas fly in for the scan.
Oh, really?
Because they listen on the app. We had one group go to Scottsdale, and then another couple came to Tampa.
That's
incredible
crazy.
To reach.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? I'm telling you, it's one of those things where if I had a layover, I'd want to do it, just to have the opportunity to get in there and have the peace of mind. From a personal point of view, I got scanned at a very high calcium score, which was not good, but it caused me to go to a cardiologist, and now I'm on a regular routine to get my heart checked out with my cardiologist to make sure as I go into my 50s that I'm doing it in a healthy way. So without that, I probably would have just blew it off and been like, I'm fine.
Well, if you feel fine, that's the thing. You're not going to do anything about it. 'Cause you're feeling good. And you don't realize when you start to feel worse day by day, and then you realize, oh, how good do I feel? Because when patients get a stent, they're like, I can't believe how good I feel now.
How much better I feel, yeah.
And they didn't realize they were feeling that bad, because it was just...
They didn't know.
It was just going
slow. They
slow.
call it the silent killer for a reason, because you just find out when it's too late.